Right?
I am.
No sense starting too soon.
Yeah, I know. Right. It's 8 o'clock. Stop having fun.
All right.
Ned and Allie's warmed up.
Yeah, right?
Wait, hold on. I got a question. Is it supposed to be Convid or COVID?
Just do your job.
No. The reason I want to know is that you got COVID on the notes, but then on YouTube it says Convid.
Right.
What's it supposed to be?
Convid.
Convict. Akon and Young Jeezy.
Allie.
All right, good evening, everybody. It's time for a new episode of Not Real Radio.
Time, weather, and
Cooking up dope in a crock pot.
Gucci bag, Fendi bag. At Big Rock Candy Mountain.
I feel like maybe.
Let's see if I can. Nope,
Can
I
I
can't
just
get
say
through
something?
it.
I feel like his
Can't
should
get
be
through
him
it.
barking
Can't
over
even
it.
start it.
I feel like his should be.
All right, well, fine. We'll do it again.
Cooking up dope in a crock pot.
Gucci bag, Fendi bag. At Big Rock Candy Mountain.
Attempt number 2 for Never Radio. 212 Convid.
Convid.
There's 2 twos in 212. We're going to answer the tough questions tonight. Talking about some very important things. One right out the gate that is highly important.
Highly. Which one?
Did licorice ever taste good
No.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
to you?
To anybody, dude.
How do you know?
Because I have never met somebody that was like, man, licorice is fucking delicious.
Right, but what if in the old times they did like it?
Ugh.
No, they didn't. It's
I
supposed
Then
to
why
be-
would they make it?
I do remember like having some old licorice in my house, like for some reason. I don't know why, but nobody ever ate it.
Same piece
And, like,
forever.
yeah, and it was
Just
like in a
chilling.
jar.
Just
I don't know why.
chilling.
Yeah.
Because that's what rich assholes did. You know what?
Rich
I was
assholes,
poor,
hey.
so nobody liked licorice. But poor
It was
people
the
were like,
only
that's
food that
disgusting.
help wouldn't steal.
Right.
They dangled that shit like a
Oh
carrot.
man, this show's going great already.
You wait for Mardi Gras, you get your
Holy
crumbs
fucking
then.
shit. Oh man. All right.
Like back in the day, people must have liked it, right?
All right.
Right? If
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
Like the licorice sticks.
What?
Yeah.
Like
Liquor
they used to
dick?
have licorice sticks.
Licorice
yeah.
dick.
licorice flavored
Yeah.
shit.
Liquor
I never
dicks.
liked it. I never liked that or Twizzlers.
You're not
or
old
anything.
enough. You got to be back from a different century.
You know what? One of
century.
my coworkers likes licorice, but I'm always like, that's gross. Like he'll eat the black jelly bean, and I'm like,
Oh.
why are you eating
Yeah,
that?
that's gross.
You know.
I don't
But
know. Those are tough questions.
it
man.
is.
I want answers to that.
What made you think about licorice like that?
I don't know.
Oh,
That is kind of random.
I
It
think it's
surely
because I
is.
needed like some kind of mint hard candy,
Oh.
something like
All
that,
right.
right?
Yeah.
ew. For what? I'm sorry.
It's gonna be one of those kind
Oh,
of shows.
come
ladies
on.
and
To
gentlemen.
shove in your fucking mouth.
Yeah, good. I need some more fucking snacks, bitch. All I have is health snacks.
Man, so I get this peppermint that's probably very old. I don't know what it is. It's in a white little package like they give you free from a restaurant
All right.
when you're about to leave. I don't know how long it's been in there. It's been in there a long time. And it's one of those fucked up soft...
I'm listening. I was gonna. That's all.
I don't give a fuck if you listen. Just shut the fuck up. Stick some of that fucking plethora of snacks you got over there. Yeah, the whole
shit,
egg.
dude, you got,
That's
like-
not funny. You're going to choke on that.
I'm not gonna really
Jesus.
do it. God, it comes out.
You got like Tupperware now, Allie. Like, dude, there's like a fucking mound of shit over
shit.
there. Jesus Christ.
Like a tower of leaning power of snacks. Okay.
So it's that soft mint like you get from like a baby
Yeah.
shower or something.
All right.
You know what
Like
I'm talking
a
about?
decent restaurant, like a steak
They call
place.
it sugar mints.
So then I get it. And I'm like, all right, this ain't really what I'm going for, but it's about the only thing we got.
All right.
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to eat this bitch. So when I first put it in, it kind of tasted like licorice.
Oh, that's a bad like first taste kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this fucking licorice flavor? And then after a little while, it wasn't. But at first, so then I was like, why do they make things taste like licorice? Like nobody likes it.
Right.
Like nobody, right?
Yeah, I don't like
I mean, if there is such a few people,
that like it.
I mean, there's probably a couple people that eat mud pies and went, you know what? It's not really that bad once you get used to it.
Yeah.
And I don't get it, man.
I don't either.
I put a bad taste in my mouth. Thanks for that one, Czar.
No problem.
Not me, because I got food.
And then the other thought I had during the intro.
Oh, all right.
Mayday is a master of sound. Right?
Can
That's
be,
like
yeah.
his thing. He
All
can
right.
he makes sounds,
Okay.
right? In
Yeah.
multiple different ways.
Right. Thank you.
Soundscapes,
Yeah.
songs,
Sound designer. Yeah. Sure.
clips of people saying horrible
DJ.
things,
Pussy. I'd fuck her. Fuck her right in the pussy.
Oh.
clips of people saying numbers,
4:15.
threatening women.
For information, call 1-800-END-ABUSE.
Pizza ready is dinner.
So Mayday does a lot of things with sound.
A lot of good things with sound. I know where this is going. I see where
What?
you're driving. No.
You
no,
do a
no,
lot
no.
of good things
Yeah,
with sound.
But
No, how about you do a lot of things with sound?
good things.
Some
good
are
things.
good. No.
Good things. Good
Mayday
things.
spends his time creating these sounds. 5% is good sounds. Things that he knows when you hear, you'll be put at ease or really enjoy, or
Right,
maybe
all
you'll
right.
dance.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
about 5%.
All right.
Then I would say about a 10% is he does not give a fuck at all.
Oh, yeah, no.
Doesn't give a fuck. Not trying to do anything. Just making sounds. Kind of like when Allie talks.
I haven't said fuck in like 10 minutes.
The rest of the percentage is Mayday trying to fuck with you and almost to the border line of torture. Like, I don't think he actually, if it would involve, no, it's true. I'll tell you how I know. Before the show, Mayday plays clips of jackhammers and trucks backing up and wood being bashed and glass breaking to reenact the horrible sounds that we told him about and he briefly got to experience when he got here. That's immediately though where he went. He was like, I didn't like those sounds. I'm going to play them.
Yeah, it's like therapy. I feel like that's like,
Wouldn't you try to combat it with something like in contrast?
Well, that's why I played the Good Times and Bad Times Dionne Warwick Stevie Wonder song.
Yeah,
Oh, that
really-
was
did
that
lot
was
of
a
good
5%?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was the 5%.
So I think that's the deal. When you're trying to do it still just misses sometimes. It's a good 50-50. They just don't land. You perfected the intrusive sound. I don't know what to call him.
What, like the lifestyle sound designers kind of
We'll
sound?
call them positive energy and negative energy.
The
There we go.
jackhammer's
We'll
negative
be-
energy.
See? That's why. It's not a percentage thing. You can't put you on a normal sliding scale. Like, there's only one sliding scale you can be on, and that says some kind of spectrum. Like King. That boy, he lied on that fucking test chair.
He's on that one,
Yeah,
dude.
he tried.
Jeez.
Boy went on borderline my ass.
Huh? Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
If Kane's borderline, boy,
Well, what
that
would
means
be,
you all the way.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. What would be a combated sound of jackhammers? Nothing.
Combative sound. Oh, well, if I think, what would Trent Reznor do? He'd probably take those jackhammers, loop it, put some bees buzzing behind it, and then play piano on top of it and call it the Ghost album.
Bees buzzing, bees.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see that. That's
Nine
all
Inch
you
Nails.
get.
It's got to go with the jackhammer, man. You can make a jackhammer loop. I know you can do these things, man. This is what this show's going to be. Fuck these notes. We're going to sit here and torture Mayday.
Can he do it?
Go get that dude a cupcake. Let's get it on the road. There you go.
Ew, what the fuck?
I don't even know what that
Sounded like a fart. Like
No,
somebody
he fucking-
slapped a fart out
he
of somebody.
slapped the fucking bug.
Sounded like he slapped somebody and they farted.
Oh,
About as
man.
good as it's gonna get.
You did good. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week on a Friday the 13th, with Brawler Horror Movie Special.
Horror movies, Friday
horror
the
movies?
13th special.
You like horror makeup? You like murder?
You like horror music?
Murder. That's pretty much. They call it horror movies, so these people don't seem like they have problems. It's really murder movies.
Like
it's
scary
murder.
stuff?
That's what it should be called. Murder movies. Do you want to
Murder,
see someone
yes.
get their head cut off?
Oh,
Dumb
dude.
scary.
You want to see a hatchet to the head?
Oh, that the needle in the eye.
You
want to
see needles in the
Oh,
eye?
that was
The
too
needle
much.
in the eye?
Too much.
Tune in next week.
For horror.
Horror movies with
Well, you
Brawler.
got to.
Oh man, that's gonna be fun. Looking forward to that.
to it. Yeah, absolutely.
And good thing, I'm glad we gave him a very good review last show. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable about him coming here. Only person that attacked me to come on the show again. It'll be the first time that somebody attacked me and then we had him back on.
God damn, that's pretty funny.
He fucked up my eye pretty good last time.
Yeah.
Not this time, pal. I'm ready for him.
You gonna punch first? You gonna joke him first?
Oh, I got to have a fucking taser in this.
Oh God.
He steps across that fucking
Oh, you
table,
got
boy.
to.
Yeah, he gonna be zapped. He gonna hit
Oh,
the
you got
ground
to.
like he did when he jumped off the bar. We ought to make him make his sandwiches. No,
Make him
don't
make
joke
him
like
make
that. I don't want that.
You know he make a ham sandwich. That's his go-to.
Would be
Sam
worse.
Hamwich.
Brawler making your food bare hands or with
Oh.
them black gloves,
Ooh.
like from the Weed Act commercial.
Oh, bare hands.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, them
yeah,
black
that
ones.
weed ad? Yeah, that looks weird, huh? That does look weird.
I
The
told
reason-
Czar it's because they don't want you to think white people are cooking over there.
The thing I don't like about the black gloves is they show the grease. Like white gloves don't really show the
Right,
grease.
right.
Like you look at them black gloves and they got these grease
Yeah,
spots
yeah,
all
yeah,
over them.
yeah.
I'm like, that don't
They
look
look
good.
wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't know.
The weird thing is, in the commercial, the Weed Act commercial, they show the hands making the food.
Right.
That's amateur shit. Like if you
What should
watch,
they do?
if you watch like a professional grade fast food commercial or something, they don't show hands making the food.
No.
Most of the time, commercials don't even show the food. Just
Right.
that nice picture at the end.
Yeah, with it all assembled.
Right. You
Like
don't
they
show,
show
people.
it cut open, ready to go, and that's it.
Right.
Either that or show some like deep frying shit or something, you know?
Something they ain't touching with their hands.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I never thought of it that way. That was weird. The way they cut it too is super weird. You
What?
know what I mean? When they cut the burrito or whatever it is, that
Oh, I look away.
really?
I
you
look
didn't watch,
away,
You didn't
pal.
watch that horror movie? They cut it open.
Horror
dude.
movie.
Horror movie.
Them black gloves with that
Oh,
knife.
yeah.
Like, that's a horror movie to me. You know what'd be a horror movie to me? Watching that commercial and then instantly them coming out and giving me a plate of that food. And I had to eat it. Like, and people were watching me. You know what I'm saying? Like family Christmas dinner or something. You know you don't want to eat that.
Really? After grandma touched it, put
No.
her hands all
Yeah,
in
at
it.
that place, man, you know them people don't clean their kitchen. They
no,
kind of
no,
dirty. They
no.
sneezing and shit. And then they're like, I made potato
Oh,
salad.
I can't deal.
Like,
yeah.
oh.
They got a cold,
And
it's
then they
like,
just
nah.
put it on your plate without you like getting it.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, you don't want it. It's like
Yeah.
a big old
Oh.
glob, and it touches the other food, and you're like, fuck. You know?
Czar Tome got me to be like, I used to just eat stuff and not think about it, but now I really look at everything and I look at the people that are touching, and then they leave stuff open with no cover on it, and no, like, they don't put the cellophane back and flies are landing on shit. I can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with it. So me and him just don't eat when we go to stuff now. We're just like, all right.
I noticed that too. I am pretty weird about like I make sure most of the time that I eat before I go somewhere that I know there's going to be food, because I don't want to. I'm weird about open food and stuff like that, especially when people put their hands in it. You know what the worst is? I said it a couple weeks ago, when they put their hands in those king cake bags and all that, and they try
I
to
hate
like
that
get it.
sticky
Oh,
Without
it's so-
taking it out the bag?
Yeah, it's so
I hate
disgusting.
that shit
Oh,
too.
it's
You
so
fucking
disgusting,
pull it
dude.
out the
Oh.
goddamn
You'd think for the
bag.
mass amount of sugar that these fat bastards consume that they'd be a little more energetic.
No, dude. All right.
Oh God, yeah. Okay.
So we had it at the table the other day. We having lunch. It's about 4 of us. We're sitting there. And everything's fine, we order, we're kind of waiting. And one of the guys goes, man, this fucking guy keeps looking at me. He's driving me crazy.
All
And
right.
then we're like, who? What? Where?
Yeah.
It's like the one behind him, over to the left, blue shirt. So we're all like, all right. So we're all trying to look
Right. It's separate
at different.
times.
Yeah. It's a good little crew.
Yeah.
Like
All
you,
right.
you got good tribe.
All right.
They know that their roles and everybody doesn't blow it, right?
Nice. Okay.
So one at a time, people check it out and they're like, man, he's not I don't know the proper way of saying this nicely. Something wrong with him, right? He's like not
he's
playing on the
spectrum.
same level. Oh yeah, he broke it.
Oh, come on, man.
They didn't even need the test.
You say this a
They just
special
looked at him
person. They
and
were
like-
special. Okay.
Oh yeah. So we're like, oh man, fuck. And dude, he is. So we all turn around. It's fine with us. We don't see him. And the guy's like, man, it's getting worse. Like now he's like talking to himself. It's really starting to
Oh,
freak me
shit,
out. Like
really?
he's staring at me, talking to himself, and like, saying stuff. It's making me very uncomfortable. So
Oh.
one of
Y'all
the
are
guys
sick,
goes,
man.
you want to switch with me? And he's like, no, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm just trying to figure out if this is really happening. Like,
Right,
what am I
right.
supposed to do? And so it keeps going on. And he's like, I'm like, is it still happening? I don't know. I'm trying not to fucking look. So now I'm looking and we're all like, dude, this is crazy. And when I see him, like, yeah, he's like saying shit, moving his mouth at him. And
Whoa.
like,
Whoa. Oh shit! Like
So
fucking
really
with
what's
him and he
happening?
couldn't-
yeah,
Damn.
kind of like he's into something, right?
Right. Yeah. Jeez.
I'm like, man, this is fucking crazy. I'm so glad it wasn't me. And it was kind of funny. Like, I felt bad that it was happening to him. But at the same time, this is like giving us a lot of entertainment, waiting
Dude.
for the food to come out.
Right.
So by this time, that's topic of conversation. Like, that's all we could think about. And the poor dude's just sitting there. He's like very miserable. So one of the other guys turns around, looks at him, and then turns around and looks at him, and he's like looking back and forth, like he's gonna figure this situation
Right,
out,
yeah.
right? He's like, and he's also kind of the hothead that he could go off at any moment. So
Oh,
we're
really?
like,
Oh,
if he
he could
sees
blow.
that this is a
Yeah, yeah.
problem, we might not be able to eat our food.
Shit.
So I'm like, oh, this fucking shit is getting good now, pal.
Right.
So then finally he turns around and tells him, hey, man, he's looking at the TV above your head. There's a TV right above his head. The dude was
No,
watching the game or
no.
something
Like
like
yelling at it and shit. Oh,
You
crisis
have a retard
averted.
helmet too, then.
Yeah, so it ended peacefully. But
Wow.
goddamn, it was funny, dude.
how long did that go on for? Like a good 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
All right.
But 5 minutes like that feels long. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's good. There's a
Right.
lot of shit happening.
Right.
Because when I look, I'm like, man, is he exaggerating? I looked at him like, no, this motherfucker talking shit. Like, and it was to somebody that you would never do that to, neither. Like,
Really?
like an old man, like just normal ass old man minding his business. Like this dude fucking mouthing off. That shit was funny.
God damn. Okay.
I was so happy when I turned around and I seen it really was happening. He wasn't exaggerating. I was like, oh man, I'm glad I'm not the one. But what do you do in that situation?
I don't know.
I always look
guess-
at the other person with them like, hey man, you want to put this in check? Like, isn't that
Oh,
your
yeah,
job?
Yeah, but sometimes they're oblivious and they're kind of like, man, this is my 30 minutes and I'm off. You know what I mean? God damn. I don't blame them sometimes, but it is kind of a burden. It's like bringing a kid that cries into a restaurant.
I'm bringing a kid anyway. Kids
Yeah.
belong at home.
Yeah.
In children's places. You don't think?
No, I'm sorry. I needed a sip of water.
I feel bad
Dehydrated
for
fast.
people. They go somewhere and they got like a lot of kids.
Oh.
Like if it's one person with like 3 kids, I'm like, man, poor thing. Gotta
Right.
go to the grocery, get food,
Right,
still
right,
gotta
right.
watch the kids. But when it's like 2 adults
And you got
a
one
kid,
kid?
or like multiple kids,
Yeah.
if there's still more kids than adults in a
Feel
group,
bad? Uh-huh.
no, I don't feel bad. I go, one of y'all could fucking stayed home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying on
I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. What?
So what's the point of the story is that you don't like kids? I don't like them either.
I like kids. I don't like licorice.
I don't like old people. I don't like fucking people yelling at the fucking TV.
Yeah.
What else don't we like?
We don't like fucking lies and bullshit, man.
Ooh,
That's
there you
you know what? Let's get straight into the not real news. Things you need to know about. The coronavirus is shutting down the world economy.
That's great.
Oh.
Oh, what happened to my music? I thought we were doing it, man.
Here you go. Here you go.
No, I'll just do like Scott and edit, post edit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Pretty sure Kane has the coronavirus.
God damn, dude. That dude's always sick. Why does he always seem like a sickly person?
Jesus, man, that's not very nice.
What? Every time I've seen him, he's been like
Leaking
He's got a
fluid.
weakened
Yeah.
immune system, man. He's a kid.
I don't care what his it's like the kid. I don't care what the problem is. Leave that shit at home.
Yeah, if he got AIDS, man,
Yeah.
definitely stay
Oh.
home.
Y'all invited
Pale.
him
He
here.
can watch the kids.
Get them sick.
Yeah, full of sniffles, man.
Yeah, ever since I saw him with the fucking double like thing in his nose, it's been gross as fuck for me. Sorry, Kane.
Hey, he don't take care of himself, man.
I don't
He's
think
young,
he-
so you
Oh,
can.
come on. He's
you
turned
don't
over a
think
new leaf.
He's young, so he doesn't think he has to do that.
right, but he does.
Yeah, motherfucker always sick.
Yeah, dude, I don't think he's eating right either.
Nah, man, I know he ain't eating right. Told us he wasn't.
Yeah.
Just be drinking LaCroix or something.
That's
I
it.
don't think
yeah.
he even eats.
I know. He eats like every other day or something. I don't know, dude. Like he only
Saving his
comes-
money for a new guitar. Gonna be eating him soon.
He doesn't even come out of his room, but every other day. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, this whole thing is bullshit.
It's bullshit. What do you mean it's bullshit?
What, the coronavirus? The whole thing? I can't believe that they're fucking making this big of a deal over it.
What do you mean? People are dying globally, worldwide.
Okay, and
Big fucking deal. People dying, fuck
move
off.
on.
Maybe they just doesn't like the virus because he can't fucking clip it. He likes audio deaths. Let that been a helicopter crash. You've
I've
been
been all
playing it
over.
4 times tonight.
I'm just wondering, like, what do what do you think? What's your theory on it?
This is my weird thing. I'm gonna go back of my knowledge.
I didn't
of the-
ask you. I was just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go back to my knowledge of the situation.
Okay.
For one, I remember during the NBA beginning of the season, there was some shit jump off with China. I don't know exact. I think they were having protests in Hong Kong, and it was getting press, and people in different companies that deal in China were kind of speaking up either for the protesters, trying to stay neutral. They got brought in. The NBA and the Houston Rockets got in trouble for comments
remember
being
that,
made.
yeah.
And it kind of made me aware that there's a lot of turbulence going on in China. People protesting.
Sure.
Supposedly they want democracy and capitalism, want some of the restrictions taken off of themselves. And so the government's fighting back and they're having protest. Then the next thing you know, I hear that there's this virus going around China
Meow.
and people getting sick.
Yeah,
And
from
I'm like,
eating
oh,
cats
whatever.
and like snakes
It's kind
and
of
shit,
weird.
right?
And it starts dominating the news. And then I hear China's starting to put places in quarantine and locking them down. And they're having curfew because they found out you can only get the virus at night.
What?
That part's not true. But
You
they
read
do,
it somewhere.
They do start having quarantines and shutting things down,
All
right?
right, I've heard that, yeah.
I just shut some shit down.
Well, if you got a country in upheaval,
Oh, all right.
kind of nice just to shut things
Oh,
down. and-
Right.
Them upheaval.
So the next piece of news I hear is the what was it? How'd they get to here? How'd they get to this country? It was the first
Here.
thing. Some people were quarantined that
Oh, they
didn't
had some
actually
travel-
have it.
Oh, the ship. Wasn't it like a ship or something that they
See,
brought
I
over?
don't
or
even
some
remember
shit?
how it got here.
All right.
But it starts trickling here, right? Even locally.
It's
Yeah.
dripping.
Well, because people travel. That's all it was. Somebody went
And then
to
they
another
quarantine
country.
people. I don't think it was even ever like actually confirmed. It was
No.
just people speculating at this point. And then I heard that it killed some old people in an old folks home.
What?
Like somehow it got around an old folks home and killed some olds.
Oh, kiss some old heads.
And people were like, God damn, they go. I think it was like 6 people.
Really?
6
All
less
right.
Trump votes.
Oh.
Oh, them old people can't vote.
Give them your social security number next.
But I heard that and I'm like, oh man, that's really is it a big deal?
All right.
So I kind of go and do a little research on
Yeah.
it. And I go, this sounds like an upper respiratory infection.
All right.
It actually sounds worse than whatever the hell Allie and I had, that virus we had, the flu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
we
sound-
had something. Yeah.
It sounds way worse than that when
All right.
I read the symptoms.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that fucking thing almost put me down.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
imagine what it would do to somebody who already had health problems.
Right.
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 The fever, the not being able to eat, the dehydration.
Right.
Like that, all that shit's worse than a upper respiratory infection unless you already have breathing problems.
right.
It debilitates you in different ways. Yeah.
So after I read that and I see how it's, you know,
I'm eating my strawberries so my immune system be
Allie
strong, Mayday.
debilitates us in many ways.
Fuck off. Go Czar.
so I seen how it kind of affected even the worst hit places like China, and I was like, man, it seems like they're overreacting to the situation. Then the overreaction starts to happen here.
Jesus.
I know things are big and they want to dominate the narrative, right? And when I say that, that means that you can't escape the propaganda.
It consumes all.
And they make sure you
Right,
do.
right.
There's not that many news sources that control the news. There's a handful, maybe 5 companies.
Really? All right.
And when they decide that you are going to be aware of something and you're going
They
to
make
eat this
sure that shit-
programming,
right.
then one of the easiest ways to brainwash somebody is just keep repeating something. You just keep telling a lie until it becomes true. And so I'm like, man, I just go to the entertainment section because I don't care about this fucking election. I don't vote. I don't care what anybody says. I waive my right. I'm a peaceful non-compliance. And so I don't care about any of that. So I'm not going to the news page. I go to the local news, see if anything funny happened. But I don't go to the news page. I go to the entertainment page because that's bullshit drama. Same bullshit drama as the other page that says news, but you click entertainment and that shit's same bullshit drama, but people get less passionate about it.
And it's more creative usually, right? You know, more fun stuff to look at.
It's pointless.
Well, it's art though too.
It's pointless. Just like sports.
I think it's all pointless though.
So I'm sitting there and I'm watching. I go to the entertainment section and it's bullshit. And that's why I like it. But now my bullshit is infected with the
Right. Yep. The propaganda.
COVID.
Yeah. Is that what it's called?
Wait, the
COVID?
coronavirus fucked up the entertainment thing too?
Yeah.
Up everything.
How?
Because all they were worried about on one day was that the No Time to Die,
Yeah.
funny,
Yeah. Yeah.
ironic
James Bond.
thing.
The
Yeah.
James,
Yeah.
the new, yep.
Yeah, they pushing that back.
What,
Really?
really?
They pushing back the release.
Why?
Because, man, not enough people can be able to go to the movies. They scared.
What?
And then I go and read that Amazon Studios, Facebook, and a few other like large corporations pull out of South by Southwest.
Which in turn gets the event.
I'm like, why are you pulling out of that?
Right. Yeah.
Like, all you doing is giving some sponsorship money and hanging some. Why are you pulling out of that?
Right.
Why are you taking your money away? The concert's still going on,
Right,
and then
right,
all
right.
these major companies pull their money out.
All right.
Well, then here a couple of days later, South by Southwest canceled.
Canceled.
So was it canceled because nobody was like going to this thing because everybody's so scared, or was it canceled because the major corporations 2 days later pulled all their
Funding out.
funding out?
I don't know. It feels like the chicken and the egg kind of thing, but it seems like it's like goes into like a vicious cycle. You know what I mean?
And the money they were spending on advertising for that concert, did they give it then to the government so that they could?
Right. Eat your
I
egg,
wanted to
Allie.
do background stuff.
Yeah, we'll go
'Cause
do in
y'all
the
are talking.
background
Man, fuck off, man. I want to participate.
by doing that.
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't think it was hurting anything. I'm sorry.
They're doing good.
Yeah.
You ate an egg, so now you're talking
I
like a
also
chicken.
just ate a whole container of strawberries. Next is watermelon.
God damn, that watermelon gonna make you gonna pee extra this
Yeah,
show.
we got to go on a break in 31 minutes. Okay.
So then I got on the notes next that some local teachers had to stay home after traveling. They
Yep,
showed no
John Arrett.
symptoms, but they definitely traveled.
Can I say something real quick? Supposedly, it's because you can't diagnose it for like 2 weeks, up to 2 weeks or something. Like it don't show symptoms, so there's no way to know. But what I want to know though is how they didn't think that everybody at that school didn't go to parades the literal weekend before for Mardi Gras. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird that like thousands and thousands of people were here from every country in the world for Mardi Gras, and yet
40,000.
and every state in the United States, and they didn't think that would have caused the outbreak.
I don't understand
That's what I
you're
don't
saying.
get. Like, what makes you think that some teachers that travel to another country is gonna be any different from people that went to Mardi Gras that week before?
They couldn't control it a week ago.
They can't control it at all.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
They're doing their best.
I just think it's stupid because, like, are those teachers still getting paid?
I'm
Like, how
here
does
to
that
help.
work? Like,
Oh, yeah, they getting paid. They're going to have to pass a stimulus package. Dude, people anywhere, like if you go to a hospital that had, like, stuff out for you to wash your hands
the
or
Purell things or the
mask and
yeah.
shit, people are stealing them. Or
Really?
taking way
serious?
more than they're supposed to. People are,
Really?
like, stocking up on them. Supposedly, you go to the grocery store. I haven't been yet. We're going to see tomorrow. But,
All right.
like, bleach and paper towels and stuff flying off the shelf.
Oh wow.
Can't keep them stocked.
Stimulus package.
I don't know if
didn't
this
work.
is true. I haven't seen that with my own eyes. I did read
went-
that.
I heard toilet paper.
Why toilet paper?
Because you got to shit.
What?
What?
If you get sick, like, what if
Oh, I
you have
guess
to
you
blow your
do.
nose a lot, but what if you get diarrhea and you got to pee a lot and you're throwing up?
Ain't nobody said nothing about no diarrhea.
Yeah, that's part of that virus, isn't it?
No, it's an upper respiratory infection from what I read. And a little blood comes out your eyes. It's not a big deal. Dude, we fucking joked about that flu. About how don't go around people they fucking infected. I'm telling you. And now look what happened. We got the flu. And now this is coming, and you're laughing and joking around and
Just
doing your
because they
your
ate bats and
5%.
fucking snakes, though, it's not the same thing.
No, they were having sex with them. That's what I read.
Quit
Somebody
using
commented.
snakes as fucking
Maybe they
anal
didn't
beads.
eat the bat. They thought it was a vampire.
Oh god damn.
Yeah. No more licking your hands, Mayday.
What?
Yeah,
I can't
please
lick my
don't
I can't
fucking
go
do
to.
that
I
ever
can't
again.
do work now.
There's a
Do
funny
some work.
video out there where a woman is telling people, like the government official is telling people how they need to wash their hands.
What?
And don't touch your face.
Take a bath.
And then she got to
Wash
turn the
yourself.
page so she licks her hands.
Oh, this is what I don't get.
That
People
shit's
don't know
fire.
you're supposed to fucking wash your hands anyway.
Ain't no washing. This
Wash
thing
your
can jump from
motherfucking
somebody's lip
hands.
for up to 6 feet, they said. Yeah. Like a spitting cobra. You know them people that spray when they talk? You gotta stay the fuck away from them. Then I read shit saying that masks don't do nothing.
That
It
what?
doesn't.
Masks?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Then why
it
are they
doesn't.
selling all these masks and why are they doing all that
Mask
shit with
is
the
supposed to
Yeah.
be for you to not spray something out, but it doesn't prevent you from taking anything in. Is how it works. That's funny.
Maybe a mask keep you from licking them hands. That's
Also,
just a
you have to
habit.
get like
you
these
do.
military grade special masks. I forget they're called, but there are ones you can get that can prevent you from,
I tell
But
you what.
I figure if it's that fucking point where I gotta wear a fucking mask, I'll just die. Like, I don't care.
I never really thought about you touching your face, man.
What, you saw me going in?
Look at you. Yeah, you're touching all
You
over
want to
that
share
thing.
some watermelon off the same fork, man?
Yeah.
Nope.
Kane was here yesterday.
Kane licked this fork before I used it. Kane
But I
cut the
never really-
watermelon with no gloves.
I think you just proved the point, too. I never really thought about touching my face until they kept saying it all fucking day.
Wait, they're saying don't touch your face now?
Yeah, man.
Why?
What the fuck do you need to touch your
Dude, you're
face
going to
for?
get this because you don't fucking listen.
Yeah, but he washes his hands. He's a man that washes
Hey,
fucking hands.
not only do I wash my hands,
he
when I worked in a
moisturizes.
hospital for a very, very brief time, they taught me how to properly wash your hands.
All right.
Yeah, all the way up to the like forearm and shit. Like you really gotta.
Oh, I scrub for fucking surgery, baby.
I'm going to let you in on something. The amount of shit you touch your face again, you're doing it now. Like now, people touch a doorknob. You're touching your face again. Mayday will not stop touching his face,
got
y'all.
pink
It's all in the eye now. Oh, you
Is it
got
bleeding?
the,
Yeah.
got the convid in your eye.
Convid.
So then you touch your phone, you touch the door handle, you touch
Yeah.
your phone,
Yeah, that's
and
why-
then you stick your finger in your
Hey,
eye.
so I'm gonna bring Lysol next week.
No, you can't escape this. You
No,
need
I'm
to
gonna
just
start-
get the convid.
Get it over with.
Yeah, see if you live through it. Most people do.
I didn't get the other virus, so I think I'm all right.
Yeah. Russia claims that this is an American weapon
Whoa.
that we're trying to use.
And what got out? Or they're
Huh?
just testing it out?
That they gave it to people to shut down China.
Oh,
And then it moved over. It's spreading across the world. We're not the only places. The only thing now that we become like a main part of the story, you're going to not hear about the other countries as much.
Right.
When it was over there, it was big news that it was over there. But it's dominated the entertainment section.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing about it.
I listen to like outside of mainstream like podcasts. Even to the point down to the Shaquille O'Neal show.
Really?
And they're all kind of laughing about it and downplaying it, right? Everything that I like take in as entertainment or and information, kind of laughing this whole thing off. Like, man, everybody seems to be really overreacting to
That's what I thought.
something that ain't
Right.
a big deal. But then I wake up in the morning and my Google Assistant is nice enough to read the news stories to me. And man, morning news, Google News reading you some shit in the morning, that's prime space. Like, that's
really?
where they feeding you. Morning news when you're driving to
propaganda.
work
It's
in
like
the
the
morning.
main propaganda.
That's the one. Here's your talking points for the day. This is what people are going to be talking about. And they try to give it to you and formulate your opinion before you get to work and start having actual conversations about things. You can always tell who listened to what channel, too. They just repeat exactly what the morning news told them, down to the opinion of it. No rational thought. You don't have time for rational thought. You just listen to it on the way to work. You walk in. Somebody talks about it. You repeat what you heard. But like it's your knowledge. Got passed along by the mainstream media. I wake up in the morning and all the news things are like, oh, this shit coming. Like one more. It went up to 3.4% death rate.
All right.
3.4% of the people who
Get it.
are tested
infected?
and confirmed that they have it die.
Okay.
And they make it, and they're like overplaying it, right?
Right.
You know how many people get an upper respiratory infection and do not go to the doctor's office?
A lot?
Yeah. So it's not really 3.4. It may be 0.4. Because if it didn't get bad enough for somebody to even go to the fucking doctor, especially like this season, everybody's going, man, this is allergy season.
Right.
Everybody that lives around here that get allergies is going to get it.
Right. Yep.
Like, this is the season to have, but no one's going to have allergies. They're going to have this called Convid.
Convict. Ain't kind of young Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
How many people are going to be going to the doctor? So you're going to have more people not going to the doctor because going to the doctor is going to be miserable. You ain't going to be able to get an appointment.
And you're going to be around all the sick people. So why are you going to go?
What sick people? Oh, at the hospital?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't go to the hospital and don't go to church.
Oh.
Those are the two places.
Fine by me. Yeah, dude, what about all these people? Like, I know a lot of fucking nurses, man. I know a lot of people that work in hospitals and clerical and shit. Like, so they're going to be at risk every single day because some sick motherfuckers are coming
risk.
in
They're
there.
at
It's
risk
so
every
scary.
day,
No, but
period.
it's extra because the people
No,
that are
it's
going to the
not
hospital are going with shit that's wrong with them. That's scary.
Oh, you got it. You got it now.
I've been here.
Did you just cough? Mayday, we have to kill him. It's
been
like
there.
the fucking zombie movies. Once they've showing symptoms, you have to
Oh,
kill him.
please.
Can we shoot you?
Please. Fuck.
All right.
Dude, it even got to the point last week they told the NBA players, like, don't sign autographs, don't shake hands with players, pretty much no contact with the fans, period. No. The fans potentially are infected. And then this week they sent out a memo making plans if the NBA games would be played with no one in attendance.
No.
Yeah.
Kidding me.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird, man. That is so weird.
Dude, we're living through some strange fucking times, man.
Then Steph Curry gets the flu.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
and everybody's like, oh, we got it. He's got it.
No, he didn't.
But supposedly they like, nope. They sent out an official memo saying the strand of flu he had and everything.
Right. It's not.
It's not the con. The con, he does not have the con.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah. Some facts I read about it. There's no vaccine, but they're working on one.
That's
I don't
kind
think
of
I would
weird,
get
but
it.
all right.
You know what that means, right?
What if they make it mandatory that you have to get it?
And it says that several cases of people have fully recovered
Okay.
and then became reinfected. which
Wow.
is a cause for concern. So that means if you get it,
Means
you
the
ain't just
virus
like, oh, never have to get that again.
Means the vaccine might not work, right?
But none of that shit might even be true. Like, I don't know. Like, the information we getting right now, it's so much is like happening so fast.
Right.
And it seems like the major corporations, only because usually this seems like something the government would be doing, but Trump is like trying to. The way I look at Trump right now, he's like, man, the economy was good. Everything was
Right there.
plugging along.
Yeah.
I got my base. They're building their base.
Yeah.
We're going to go to war. I'm looking pretty good.
Right.
As long as everything stays kind of
In check.
going like this,
Yeah.
I should have a decent time. He's got a lot of numbers he can use in his campaign, right?
All right.
Things are looking good. He's trying to stay that course. And, dude, I have to say, from just a limited amount of research, it seems like all these major corporations are like, you know what, let's shut this fucker down for whatever reason. I don't know if it's political or not. I don't know. I'm not at those tables. But it does seem like they are really trying to shut shit down. If it's a conspiracy and crazy that China might have really took advantage of this situation to quarantine and lesser this rebellion that was going on against them,
Yeah.
if that's okay to think and like that's not shocking to people, then they should have the same not shock that potentially this is America doing the same thing. And it seems like it's headed up by these giant corporations that can weather something like this. Like Amazon pulls out, right?
All right.
Whoa.
It's its preferred method. It pulls out South by Southwest. It gets
Sorry.
canceled. The hysteria and panic ensues. I bet you Amazon made more money last week
'cause
selling all that
everybody
shit.
freaking out. Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
freaking out, and you don't have to go to the fucking store to buy
Right,
it.
right,
One
right.
person will drop it with gloves
Right.
on at your house,
Yeah,
them
yeah.
black gloves from
The weed at.
We That Chicken, man. They come over with gloves and drop your package there.
Nice.
And you go outside and you open it without touching. You don't even bring the box inside. You
Oh, you
leave the
gotta-
Amazon box outside. You
all right.
remove it with the gloves from last week's shipment. That's what sucks. You get the first shipment with
Right,
the
right.
gloves.
You gotta-
That's
Damn
hard to get them
gloves,
out.
boy.
Right.
Goddamn
You gotta
gloves,
take them out,
son.
then you gotta wash your hands,
Gotta
and then you
wash
gotta go
them
burn the
things,
box. There's a lot you gotta do. But the second shipment, you just wear those gloves you got.
Right. And you're good.
Yeah, and you can sign up to Amazon to where they just keep sending them.
Right.
Like, hey,
Every
look, I'm
time,
gonna
yeah.
need this every 3 weeks.
Yep,
Send me
yep.
a box of these.
Yeah. Damn.
So it's
They're
gonna
just
be.
chinging, baby.
So it does make sense that all these giant corporations could weather the storm of something like this.
Yeah.
Probably even make more money. The stock market is like tanking. Like if
Yeah,
you
I saw
got
that.
money, go buy stocks right now. And bitch gonna be cheap. Buy them in major corporations because they're gonna get rich.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's
weird,
fucking
man.
crazy
We're in a
to
weird
think
spot.
that. I mean, I have those thoughts. I'm pretty nutty though, but I don't.
Nuttier than a squirrel turd.
I don't see why that could be not a possibility.
Anything's
You
a
look back
possibility.
on history and you read things that happen or led up to things and you're like, holy crap, how did that even fucking happen? And a lot of times it's very small things that then all of a sudden just escalate.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
before. Like you think you got a lot of control. You don't, because once they start moving the herd, those fucking sheep start running. And you could be like, I don't go with the sheep. I'm gonna think for myself. Fuck, if the herd moves, man. You either gonna move with it.
That's them grumbling through the town.
That's good. You're doing Foley art too.
Yeah, I feel like I'm adding something without really being intrusive.
All right. Dude,
Fuck y'all.
this week, 0 deaths in New Orleans from the Convid virus.
All right.
But 2 people were injured.
Peach.
2 people injured, and I think some people died within 8 hours. It's the 8th shooting in New Orleans.
Whoa.
In what? How many days?
Yeah, 8th gunshot victim.
In how many days?
9 hours.
Oh God. Oh God.
6 hours.
No, 9, Pickle.
6 hours. 15 hours.
But nowhere at an old folks' home.
Interesting.
The old folks were having a shootout.
You got such.
Bring that shit to me.
If you like a able-bodied person, like in good health,
All right.
there's a way better chance you're gonna get your ass gunned down in New Orleans than you all gonna fucking.
Dude, I saw
Catching the
an assload of
con.
ambulances over the weekend, dude. It was weird.
So what?
a lot of ambulances.
They're going to bring them tests.
Ambulances.
Somebody sneezed.
Ambulances.
They were going to Kane's house. You know he's got it. Just lock that little bastard up now. Southern brutality, or thank you. Boy, going hard.
He can't get out.
Is Kane like really attacking Southern brutality? To
What?
Like,
I
to
didn't see
try
him
to-
say anything about them.
What? Who
Where-
else could he be talking about?
What are you talking about,
I
dude?
read his post.
Which one?
What other group of like middle-aged men that don't know how to tune their guitar do you know?
Well, a lot actually. You've been to Metairie lately?
All right, so maybe he's talking about
Could be
all of them.
anybody.
I
yeah.
thought he was talking about them. I was like, boy, he's really trying to separate himself.
No, he doesn't have to try.
Ever since
That's
I
the thing,
met
Kane,
the man from Rings of Saturn,
Kane, if you're out there
I
listening,
hate Southern brutality.
shut up. Kane, if you're out there listening, you don't have to. It is funny, but you don't have to put down those shit bands in order to be noticed. You're doing amazing things. Just keep being great.
I don't have nothing to read no more. Burnt all my books.
Love my Amazon boxes.
He burnt all the books John Target gave him.
Oh,
I was just
God.
playing.
Okay.
I don't want to
Come
fucking.
on.
I ain't bashing on those guys. They're going through a lot right now. Like, there's a lot of shit
There
going
is
on.
a lot, man.
In that whole little
Exactly.
group there.
Look, you know what? I don't know.
I
know
do feel bad
Poor
for
Matt
him.
David, I think he's a good soul, and the poor bastard gets stuck in the middle of a lot of shit.
This is the part I,
feel
don't
for
understand.
Matt David.
This is the part I don't understand. Kane had pictures, videos.
Hello.
Like, he was straight up like, look, this is me.
Yeah.
Then he goes, whoops, my bad. I had a life-changing moment. I burnt all that shit, and I'm good. And it seems like people are like, yeah, he's good, man. He's just going through some things. I know he's a kid. That gives you. I'm gonna say kid. I mean, he's really not technically a kid, but he's
yeah,
young
he's young,
enough.
right,
He's
right,
young
right.
enough to do some dumb shit.
Yeah, dude.
fair
He's
enough.
like
He
the
was
old
going
person
through-
who gets Facebook for the first month. They don't really know what they're doing.
Right.
So you give him a pass, but Southern brutality gets a lot of heat for something they never even admitted to doing. They're like, man, you take it. They have fought kind of in the opposition to go, man, y'all taking shit out of context. We did it too to fuck with them, and because it was funny, it was very entertaining to me.
But actually, when the shit went down with the flyer and all that stuff, I actually went on their behalf and told people that's not what the song is called. It's not saying what they think it's saying, and the band really has no ties or any kind of Nazi beliefs. But people, unfortunately, a lot of them understood and kind of backed off, but some people will never forget that, and they think it was true.
Well, there you go.
It sucks, but like once a bad rumor gets out there, there's always going to be somebody that believes it, and that's what sucks.
My problem is, though, I will always, you know this with me, stand on the side of somebody that having the right to have an opinion.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Their
Absolutely.
actions, if you act on those opinions you have and hurt someone else, I'm instantly off your team.
All right.
But
Fair
if
enough.
you have certain ideologies that you subscribe to, if I'm going to protect one of them, I have to protect all of them.
Right, right, right.
So that's how I kind of always looked at things. Like, if I want to have the ideas I have, and it's okay for this show to stay on YouTube, I understand that other people are going to have ideas. And if it's okay for me to stay on YouTube, it's okay for them.
Right.
No matter their view. Now, if you're talking about hurting people or fucking doing horrible things to people, infringing on their freedoms, I'm instantly off your team. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. 100%.
And if a small group of people that are certain people do something horrible, I don't believe in blaming the entire group of people.
Absolutely.
Like
yeah,
Muslims
yeah,
and
yeah.
Christians. You can't
Sure.
judge all of them.
Right,
but
right.
all too many times, somebody will do something in an opposing group or, section, and they're like, the whole thing's condemned. And it's okay
right.
because they already didn't like that person's opinion.
Right, right, right.
They already wanted to silence it. So that's where I'm like, I do kind of feel bad for Southern brutality and Kane in that whole thing of like being labeled, especially when you're saying, look, it's your opinion that we're like this, but you can't keep mouthing off on something that is true that you don't have any evidence.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? The man said that's not what the song said. You go read the lyrics, and you see that the lyrics are not what you thought they were. Now, does it sound like that? Fucking sounds like it to me.
Fuck Yeah.
But it doesn't matter to me. I didn't write the fucking song. The
Right.
truth is, that's what it is.
Right,
Now,
right,
if you, however you want to take it, you have the right to do that
Yeah.
too. But I don't think it's good to be labeling and
Yeah, I kind of see that.
spouting accusations that aren't true.
Sure.
If I can't post that everybody's gonna get off of work paid for 2 weeks because of the con, then if I can't do that, then no one should be able to do anything.
Fair enough.
But yeah, they took my. I made a post. I shared the post. It was really good. It looked like a news article. It was about how we're gonna shut the city down. Everybody's gonna get paid and stay home from work for like 2 weeks and
Schools
stuff.
are closing.
Yeah, schools are closing. When you click on it, it's a monkey shooting you the bird. It's kind of funny.
But it's
So-
only if you click the link. And the whole point of it is that people never read articles. They just read that headline and that catchphrase or whatever at the beginning, and they don't fucking. So this is for the people that read it and they're like, oh shit, and they click on it and they're like, oh.
Nice.
Yeah, very frustrating though. But definitely was the topic of the week. Everybody
Really?
talked about it everywhere you went. You heard little rumblings of the con. The con is taking effect. Those who believe it and those who don't. And if you don't believe it, it don't fucking matter.
All right.
Like, it don't matter.
All
You
right.
believe it or not.
All right.
And when I say
know.
believe it or
it's
not,
so happening.
there's definitely
Yeah.
something going
Oh,
on.
yeah. I got to hear everywhere I read and hear and see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I talked to my mom. She told me about it.
It's just like daylight saving time. You might not want it to happen, but it's going to happen.
It gonna happen.
Whether you like it or not, baby.
Maybe that could change, though. Right now in Louisiana, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas are all considering opting out of daylight saving times.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
They like passed some act,
Yeah.
but other states are already out of it. Like other states already don't do it.
Really?
So
I thought they
There's
hopefully-
only
owned that.
2 states. It's Hawaii and Arizona.
Arizona.
That's the only.
That's only two?
Yep. As far as I know.
I don't know, but hopefully we a couple more.
Damn.
Hopefully it's
Dude,
I
I
would
hate
love
it. I really
to do that.
That thing's so annoying.
So it would stay how it is now, or be
Yes.
how it was
I
before.
wouldn't mind it if they reversed it.
That's what I always thought. I always thought that they should reverse it.
And from my research years ago, it's been a long
You
time
like it to
since I
get
read
late
it.
earlier?
I believe it was like instituted first in like Nazi Germany for the factories and different peak times of heating and cooling. I think it's more expensive to heat, so that's why they messed with the time so that the heating cost got put onto the consumer. Like for them, it was that hey, these factories can run harder, at different times, and then it split the time of usage of energy. If
All
that
right.
makes any sense. I don't know how to explain it other than that.
Fair enough. I always heard it was because, like back in the days, they wanted to have more daylight for for games and stuff like baseball games and like for the money and all that kind of shit.
Well,
That's why
yeah,
I
the
was-
money is with the
Yeah.
peak usage.
Right.
It puts the peak usage on the consumer, not the companies.
Interesting.
I don't know. If they switched it, though, I would like it because then in winter,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be as cold as
Right.
quick.
Right?
and
That's
dark.
what I don't get. I
Like,
hate
flip
that
it.
when it's like 4 o'clock and it's dark. It's
I would
like,
even
dude,
be okay if it wasn't a full hour, it's maybe 30 minutes. Or it could probably be a full hour. If you switch it, you would combat the natural cycle of
right?
things.
Yep.
Instead of, in
Making it
addition
even
to the
worse,
cycle
right.
speeding up, we're
Right.
going to also speed
Right.
it up an hour.
Right.
It makes, by the middle of the winter, it's a 2-hour difference.
Right. I get it. And I don't like it at all. And I think that's why so many people get depressed.
Wouldn't you be happy if in the summer you got off of work and it started cooling down?
Oh,
Not
yeah.
another hour
Fuck
left
yeah.
of heat?
Oh.
No, they don't do that.
Nope.
You go home, run your air conditioner. We cranking that bitch up to 80 here. But
Dude. Yeah.
it would be cool if they stopped doing it altogether. Yeah. It fucks you up. My
It's
poo cycle is
stupid.
going to be off.
It
My
changed
sleep
your poo
cycle's off.
cycle?
Oh, it's going to mess it all up.
I felt fucking weird this morning, but I didn't know why. Like, there was a number of factors that could have gone into that.
I thought I was getting up early. I'm like, oh, I'm up early. I'm like, no, I start looking and it's
Yeah.
the cool thing where the clocks are different. The few analog clocks.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to do that too. You know what? I'm super weird about that too. Like I do it instantly. Like when that shit happens, it's like, nope, we're changing this shit.
So what time is it? It would be 7, right? It would be 7:54.
Yes.
What? That's weird. So what is it really? Is this the real
This
time
is the
it's
real
supposed to
time
fucking
right
be?
now.
Right
This
now?
is now.
When will then
I
be
felt
now?
like it was kind of weird but good that like we were getting cleaned up for everything for Mayday to get here, that it was still daytime, and it kind of felt nice just to be
Well,
like
yeah.
moving around in the day. I feel more energetic when
Yeah.
it's daytime.
That's a vitamin D, girl.
Like usually we get home and it's dark and we got to clean the house and I'm just like in a
feel
pissed
lazy.
mood. But today I felt energized, like, all right, Mayday got here. What's up, buddy? I'm up here doing something, putting clothes up, not just sitting around fucking off. And it's like, I think this is the way the nature's supposed to be. We should have it that way.
Cycle Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I'm
don't
cycling in many different ways.
Whoa.
When are we going to talk about that?
Never.
No, I don't mean my period, you dumb fuck. I mean the other cycle.
What? The clothes dryer?
Yeah.
The spin cycle.
Oh, all right.
Dude, Pelicans, been watching them. You been keeping up any?
A little bit. Yeah, as much as I can.
What kind? There you go.
You and Tim been out working too much.
Hey, I've been putting that work and licking them fingers, boy.
Ew.
They've been both exciting and uplifting, like, oh man, it's really cool to watch this team succeed. And then they go through their moments of, oh man, it's slipping away again.
Yeah.
I do feel bad, but no, I don't feel bad. You know what? I feel good that the playoffs kind of started getting talked about and hyped up kind of after the Saints season and Mardi Gras kind of dying down and people looking for something. And I think they got a lot of new people involved in the Pelicans with throwing out those words playoffs, and we're trying to make the playoffs. And then a casual fan or one that barely pay attention kind of jumped on like, oh, Zion's there, he's doing great, and they could go to the playoffs. I
Yep.
could associate myself with a winner. I might go buy me a hat. But man, I do think it's good that kind of happened. But at the same time, it puts a huge amount of pressure on a large sample of games that also need a lot of help from other people.
Right.
For the 8th seed to the playoffs to go up against the Lakers, I don't see that really being that great of a thing. I'm like not happy about it. I will not be disappointed
Right.
if they extend their season, but I'm not super excited about it. But it is exciting to watch some of these dudes play every week.
Yeah.
Every week and almost every game sometimes is a new guy who steps up and does some great shit. And it's really cool. You can look at the box scores and see 10 points, 20 points, 30 points, 10 points.
Sure.
You know, that's kind of really good to see that you got a lot of guys contributing. And then LeVar Ball popped back up. Lonzo's dad, a lot of people hate him.
Really?
Yeah. I don't understand it. Like, the dude's a dad, right?
All right.
He's a dad, one.
Okay.
Two, he's trying to he has started a company to market and reap merchandising benefit off of his 3 sons.
Okay.
It's pretty rare,
Yeah,
right? It's
agreed.
rare to make the NBA.
Yeah.
He's
That
going
ain't worth the
to
deal with
have
that.
potentially next year, if nothing goes bad, he's going to have 3 sons in the NBA.
Wow. That's kind of unheard of.
If you can start a merchandising company to set them and yourself up for years to come
Right,
down the
right.
line, that's a good idea to me.
All right.
And if that's what he does for a living or decided to do for a living, I don't hate on the man for that. But his tactics, people,
Oh, no. All right.
he allows himself to be made a fool while still trying to seem like a genius at the same time. Because he says some ridiculous shit, like goes way out there with it, the media loves him. They'll keep picking him up because it trends, and then people watch it, and people hate it, and that's why they watch it, and they hate on him. But I'm trying to figure out what would you want your dad to say?
Me?
Like, you would want your dad to say, my son's going to be the best player in the NBA.
Well, yeah.
He's going to win fucking championships. All 3 of my sons, if they were to get on the same team, they'd be unstoppable until they retired.
All right.
That's what, to me, a supportive and fucking
Right,
good
dad
dad
would
would
say.
say.
Yeah, sure.
He says that shit and people get mad at him. I'm like, well, look who he is. Like, how do you take that person's opinion? It's like you run into some woman at the store. You went to school with her. She's got a fucking 5-year-old. And she sits there for 20 minutes and tell you how talented she is and how great she can sing. And then she makes you stand there and watch
I fucking
a
hate
TikTok
that.
video of her kid singing. And the kid is trash. But to her,
It's
that
the
kid's a
best.
superstar. Right? You don't take her opinion into
yeah.
consideration. So
Right.
Lonzo, I'm just like,
Right.
man, that's the dude's dad. Like,
Right.
fuck what you want the man to say. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have no
yeah.
problem with it.
All right.
But this week, LaVar said something that was wonderful. It cracked me the fuck up.
How close is Melo to getting the man body that I see Lonzo getting now?
They're not going to get their man body till they like 22, 23. And that's because of their mom. Just he's Caucasian and he's black.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, shoot.
Okay.
See, he probably had his man body when he was 19.
Dude, do we get our man bodies late compared to the black guys?
I think so.
Really?
I think so.
All right.
I was a late bloomer.
I believe it.
I was a little slow, if you would believe it.
Yeah, I didn't know
I
that.
do believe it.
When'd you get yours?
I don't know.
15?
This ain't about me. I'm talking about white people in general.
All right.
Like,
yeah.
it wouldn't matter when I got it if I don't have a black guy to compare it to. Like, I don't. I don't know. I don't remember in school, though, all the black dudes going, whoa, wow, we're like little prepubescent children and y'all are grown men. I don't remember it being like that.
I don't ever really pay attention.
Yeah, I know. Neither did I. It's kind of like I got enough problems to worry about.
I feel like
not
any kid who's 19 looks 19 to me, but that's just how, I mean,
Zion, you can't compare because Zion looked like that in eighth
his
grade.
size, but if you look at his face, he looks like a kid.
He still looks like a
He's
kid.
young. I mean, he
still
looks
like a
young.
kid.
He's just big.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that, man. It might be true, though.
Jackson looks like a child.
Yeah, he's 19.
Well, his mom's white, too. I don't know if that matters, but
I don't know.
kind of weird.
I thought that was funny, though. I was like,
That's
wait, is
kinda
this a
interesting.
thing?
Right. Yeah.
Like, is this some kind of black privilege that I don't know about?
Oh.
Hey, fuck, man. I was like, damn, well, y'all got that one.
Right.
Got your man body.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man.
So weird.
I also noticed this week that people, well, one, don't like when you call attention to it, which I was probably pretty dumb for doing this. Every once in a while, I have a lapse in judgment, and I speak out on something, and it always backfires, and I don't even know where it stems from. I don't like the fake acts of kindness that are commercials in disguise.
Oh.
I don't like when they use something like to pull on people's like heartstrings and make someone look like a good person when the whole thing is it's an ad.
Right.
And it kind of makes me mad.
Interesting.
Because it's like, man, this fucked up. Like, I want to be the marketing police.
Right.
I understand marketing. I think that's great. Man, this world runs by it. The bullshit propaganda that you're fed to either be afraid of things or go push a button thinking that counts or go buy a product. Like, 90% of your fucking decisions are being made by
you.
people who are spending a lot of money on psychology and media to program you. Like, and I'm okay with that. It makes sense to me. The problem I have, though, is when they're based on lies. The way you don't think you're watching the commercial. Right. Now that's good commercials. That's guerrilla marketing.
Right.
That's the future. Market to people without them know they're being marketed to. That's genius marketing. And to me, it's kind of like, you got to be smart enough. Like this week, Zion gifts the entire team his new Bayou Boys tennis shoes from Jordan.
Really?
They make a video about it, and they interview the other players saying how great and he's a great guy.
Huh.
Zion is for gifting them. It's a commercial, though.
Right.
Like,
for the
they
shoes.
showing the shoes. They show the unboxing. It's any commercial you would see that you go, God, this is a blatant commercial.
Right.
I wanted to see the commercial. That's why I clicked on it on YouTube. But this is being snuck in like it's not. It's Zion doing this great act of charity.
That's super weird.
It's not, though.
I mean, I get it, but it is kind of. Am I disappointed in it a little bit? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how much money they gave him.
Who?
Zion.
What are you talking about?
The money. Like, he's going to make money off of this.
Of course
The
he's making
shoes?
money off of
Yeah.
it. And so are the Pelicans.
Right.
The Pelicans are not going to post something on their page with this company logo and telling them about how great it is if they didn't pay the Pelicans, too.
Right. Fair enough.
Pelicans probably made more than Zion.
You think?
But I think it's just shitty and cheap. Like, I understand where he's coming from. This dude, he don't have no money, man. Zion's very
Kinda,
poor.
All right. All right.
He's not gonna. He's gonna have money. He's got money problems, bro. Kid's
Really?
big. He gotta eat a lot.
Oh, a lot of
It's
ham
expensive.
sandwiches.
I mean, yeah. He ain't
Sam
making
a
enough.
lot of the
Sandwiches.
weedettes.
Right. But the Pelicans should have enough money, right?
I would think so. They'd be pretty well off.
I mean, they got enough money and lawyers to be able to help the Catholic Church.
Oh,
But anyway, I just think it's kind of shitty.
fair enough.
And it's not shitty for them to do it. It's shitty for fucking people not to see it as such. Like, I don't care if anybody went on that post and said, man, them shoes are fire. I want to get me some. I don't care if you said that.
All right.
I don't care if you said, man, man, you seen Holiday look funny in them things. But it's something like that. I don't care.
All right.
But when people are like, man, you a real one, Zion, bro. Look how nice Zion is helping his team out. And
Aye.
I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. That's you just being stupid now.
Right.
Like, come on, fuck on.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get it. I get aggravated with that.
Fair enough. I get it.
It's like they want to be lied to. They want to be.
Them
Oh,
shoes
yeah.
were ugly
Bliss.
as fuck. Nobody even wore them.
I just don't like the Bayou Boys on the back of it
Yeah.
with the alligator skin.
They just look like them hiking.
You know what that was made out? That was made by somebody who not from here.
I'm sure, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, you from here. You go on airboats?
Not anymore.
You not Higgins? Right.
I've never been on an airboat.
But I don't go
Mud
fucking
ride.
dicking around with alligators. I don't fucking
Diddle around with fucking
most
alligators.
people in New Orleans now you drive 30 minutes away,
Right,
15 minutes
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna get into that
Right,
bayou, that kind of people and like culture.
Bayou,
That ain't here.
Right.
That's somebody from out of town that thinks all of us do that.
Right. Yeah, wearing overalls and fucking going gator wrestling.
Right, man. Fuck, I mean, we all.
Nolans. We out in Nolans, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. It really did kind of aggravate the shit out of me. And I had to speak up though. And
I'm glad you did. Sorry it got to you so much. I didn't think that would get to you that much.
I think the response to mine was serious. Seriously, the idea was pissed that I posted that on the thread. I was like, people got mad at me. I don't know.
Wow.
They're like, don't hurt my feelings. I was having a feel good moment and about to buy these shoes, and then you just Debbie Downer it. Put them fucking glasses on. Now they want to go back to sleep.
Jeez.
They went
So
the other
weird.
pill.
Yeah, right. Ignorance is bliss, baby.
Yeah.
Give me my Con D shot and give me the new shoes, and I'll be all right.
Fucking right, dude. I nailed that first hour.
Yeah,
Dude,
you
good
did.
job, y'all. Allie, good job. You finished your
you.
snacks?
I did finish a lot of snacks.
All right, he's DJ Mayday with the break.
Not Real Radio 212 coming up at the break. Another installment from another reading from the Black Iron Prison. What? Another installment. It's a reading from the Black Iron Prison. We're
Man,
doing
look,
everything
if I
twice.
don't write
it
it
out.
word for
Yeah,
word,
yeah.
then I'm like, shit, I should have wrote it word for word.
Yeah. Another installment of another reading of another time from Not Real Radio 212 of the Black from Iron Prison.
The what?
The Black from Iron Prison.
It says Black from
No, it don't.
Iron Prison on there?
Nope. How about the hit your music again? He's DJ Mayday.
We're doing everything twice.
He's DJ Mayday with the break.
Not Real Radio 212 doing it twice. Coming up at the break, we have another reading from the Black Iron Prison and PPVGuys. Not Real Entertainment Minute. Not Real Minute. Not Real Entertaining. Not Real Radio 212. Not doing it a third time.
I nailed it.
Great work.
Don't touch your face.
A reading from the Black Iron Prison. Can you feel it coming? Do you smell a change upon the wind? No. You don't. You can't. You've deluded yourself with dreams of a grand reawakening, a massive paradigm shift of the collective social conscience. You've convinced yourself that someone, maybe even you, will come along and cast down the powers that beckon that are in control of the Machinate. You're wrong. There are no powers that beckon. The Machinate deposed them long ago, or perhaps they just became obsolete, victims of their own efficiency. You see, long ago the Machinate became far too large to be overseen by a conspiracy, or even by a network of several different conspiracies. The Machinate is no longer under the control of mankind, rather it has become an entity unto itself. a blind, uncaring juggernaut of assimilation and mediocrity. The Machineton feeds off of the static nature of humanity. Any real agents of change are perceived as dangerous mutations, to be neutralized and disposed of as quickly as possible. Yes, that includes you. And yes, that also includes me. Why do you think I constantly exhort you to become an agent of change? I've got my own schemes and machinations to that end, but I want to see the manner in which the Machineton deals with you before I finalize my game plan. You see, to be effective as a catalyst, one has to confront the problem of scale. You cannot bring the Machineton down. You can't even slow it down. What you can do is very slowly and unobtrusively begin to rearrange the basic components. We will refer to these as widgets and sprockets. If widget A and sprocket B combine to exert societal influence C on the stinking morass known collectively as humanity, then it stands to reason that the Machineton can be reprogrammed at a very basic level and in very small increments. You waste your time dreaming of how to effect such a change on a global, national, or regional scale, the impossibility of which, I might add, keeps you in your perpetual state of blissful apathy, dreaming of assembling a group of like-minded fellows who will march with you to the very gates of the ivory tower, whereupon those who have misled and exploited you will be cast down upon the parapets. Well, guess what? You are the one who has misled and exploited you. You have overlooked the most obvious solution, the most effective solution, the only possible solution. Kill yourself, fuck the body. Just kidding. Maybe. But seriously, this is what I have come to believe is the true spirit of the oft-misused phrase "we must stick apart." We cannot effect a large-scale change, and if we make a serious attempt we will be neutralized. Instead, each and every one of us should make a conscious effort to effect a small reprogramming of the Machineton in a manner that affects us and our immediate surroundings. Keep the mutation small, and give it a chance to become effectively contagious. If we all effect a change on our own paradigm, this does require some effort. Being a bliss guinea doesn't count. There will be an eventual overlap, at which point the large-scale change which we have hoped to effect all along will be impossible to stop. This prison cell's got to give, you say. These iron shackles, they're really chapping my ankles and the noose makes it hard to breathe. I want out. I need a jailbreak. Or are you, like many are, stuttering back a broken reflection of something you heard somebody say somewhere? Do you want out? Do you know what out is? Do you know what it is, RLY? Do you? Ask yourself. You have to ask yourself all the time. I ask myself, and the answer is no a lot more often than I like to admit. In today's world, here's what the con has done. Not only is it hard to get out, it's hard to want out. Because before you can want out, you have to know what it is, and in order to do that you've got a lot of serious, seriously serious, as in a mad rush naked through the parking lot serious, not greyface, cabbage serious, thinking to do. Question the first, WHO issue, and what is them? Before you can want out of the con, you have to realize that there are probably very large chunks of what you think is yourself, that are actually not. I say large chunks because you're probably fond of your personal rituals that depend on the con, your daily cup of coffee, your music choices, your opinions about fashion. Humans by nature are ritualistic beings, which leads us into question the next, myself our habits? Dreadful thought, are you actually a person, or are you just an unconscious bag of protoplasm that exists to run around town collecting disposable shit and then pay somebody to haul it to the dump when you're done with it? It may seem very obvious, but I've found myself disappear for weeks at a time, only to resurface in the middle some anonymous January wondering what the fuck just happened. Come to find out, I've been so lost in the daily grind, which is a fallacy, that I didn't even notice that the fucking sun came up. Repeatedly. Rise questioned, we committed? Once you've shoved a sprint between who you actually are and the shit you waste your time on, you can start to think about this point. Don't bother trying to feel committed to a larger agenda like jailbreaking before those first 2 points are covered. You'll just spin in circles. But once you're here, you're on your way. Every action is a choice, and every choice is an action. When you're presented with 2 options, this is the power to choose the third one. Question the last, aren't we all in IT together? The answer is no. We're not. Some people will help, most people won't. And good luck finding somebody who will within kicking distance. And even if you did, they can't dig your escape tunnel for you, that's all yours. So quit waiting for the fucking cavalry, the scalping blades already on your skin. With these 4 points, a tinfoil cap, and everything else you'll need that isn't mentioned here, you'll be prepared to at least start seriously considering your jailbreak. This has been a reading from the Black Iron Prison. You are listening to Not Real Radio.
We are Popcorn, Piss, and Vinegar, and this is the Not Real Entertainment Minute. Not Real Minute, Not Real Entertaining. My name's Chris.
Scott.
JB4.
So, there's always this news that comes along. We're preparing ourselves for The Batman. Some test footage was released that shows Robert Pattinson in his costume. That's kind of catching a lot of shit because they say it looks like a lot like Daredevil on Netflix.
Oh, why? Because the filter was red?
Yeah, the filter was red.
Oh,
so,
God.
yeah, so that's all that bullshit. But this is what's really crazy is that when something new comes out, especially anything that's kind of rebooted or a retelling or something else, then the stuff that was older starts kind of creeping its way out. Mm-hmm. So Ben Affleck was giving an interview and he talked about why he left Batman. His original reason was he left the director's chair and writing the script was because he said he couldn't crack it, meaning that he felt that he couldn't really do justice to what he was trying to do. Right. No pun intended. Oh. But now he came back and he said, the reason why I really didn't do it is because I talked to a friend of mine and we kind of both determined that this would drive me to drink a lot. Oh. And who's historically a legendary alcoholic in the out there in the Hollywood and has been in and out of rehab several times. From what I understand is I think it ruined his marriage to Jennifer Garner. The booze. So I think that's as good enough of a reason to walk away as anything, even if you get to play fucking Batman.
Yeah. And at this point, I thought I would miss Ben Affleck as Batman, but it's taken so long to do this movie. Yeah. And DC sort of done a bang-up job of not telling any stories that I'm kind of ready for the Batman movie to come out with a fresh start.
What Ben Affleck still hasn't disclosed, and maybe I'm going to have to get it out of him over coffee when I meet him in person, but what were the details that would make him inclined to drink? Because my hunch is that he'd be swimming upstream having inherited all the fuckery of Zack Snyder, and I know we beat up on him, blah, 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 but, there was a lot of pressure, I'm sure, to keep it an integrated universe to compete with Marvel, which was a mistake that they ended up abandoning, but not when Ben Affleck started, right? So I feel like that was probably a heavy burden for him.
It's something that we see more and more, especially with large franchise movies. DC in particular, and even Star Wars. People get involved in these things, and they have creative control, and they have a vision of something that they want to see, and then the suits step in, and they just trample shit.
I mean, even the proper plan for this DC universe, they don't have an idea. So what's the idea once Ben Affleck's in charge? Like, he's literally at the the edge of his seat trying to figure it out what he's going to do, and no one else knows what to do. I could imagine that's probably a shit show in itself.
That is a shit show. And before this turns into the Not Real Entertainment fucking hour, I'm going to end this shit. Okay. So look, we appreciate you guys listening. Make sure to check out us and Not Real Radio on iTunes or whatever podcast device that you use. Thanks for listening, NT.
Dude, I think the Batman shit looks pretty cool. I watched a little bit of the stuff leaking out. I think the problem with those movies is there's so much, I don't want to say pressure, but like when somebody watches like a leaked picture of Batman, there's like this huge debate on it. Like, there's a lot of pressure making Star Wars and like Batman and superhero movies in general. You open yourself up to a lot more criticism than just some movie. You know what I'm saying? You come up with something new in your own thing, and it's like
You can
nothing
make it
to compare it to.
Right.
And you could get by with a lot more, man. You do one of these iconic things.
Right. And you're under scrutiny.
Oh,
constantly.
man. One picture.
Right.
They did fix Sonic, though. You remember that came out? And they did fix it. It got good reviews. People say it's a good movie.
Really?
I'm looking forward to it coming out on streaming that way.
Nice.
We could check it out. But in this case, I'm like, man, I looked at it. It looks cool. Like, and they're like, that guy's not going to be a good Batman. I'm like, well, I never heard that before.
I don't see why not, really.
I don't know. Michael Keaton, I would have never thought that dude would have been a good Batman.
He's a great Batman.
Yeah, he's very good, man.
Yeah. George Clooney? Yeah.
He looked
all
fine.
those movies
He
are
looked fine.
not
I
that
don't know. I
great.
liked him.
I don't think sometimes an actor can do anything about a poorly written or
Right. With Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, those movies just wasn't that really that great. At the time, though, I was a kid. I didn't care.
Right. Yeah, it was fun to watch.
You know, you're not gonna get Christopher Nolan movies all the time. Christopher Nolan's like a freak of our generation. Like, be glad you got to see his movies. Stop comparing every movie to his, because that man had a nice little run. That war movie though, he did Dunkirk. I never forgive him for that.
I'm not even gonna play the clip.
No, no.
Like, I don't even know where they are.
Your
Like,
trick, I'll be underneath this table. That's one time I did not want the Dolby seat to vibrate. Like, all right.
I know, it's
Fuck.
smoking. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm at the movies. I don't really need it as loud as the explosion would be in real life. Man, remember when they hiding in that tank or whatever it is? Like, and they shooting through it. Oh man. See that movie though? I had to watch it like that. It would have been ruined at your house.
Oh, yeah.
It would just been aggravating because you had to ride the volume up and down.
The entire goddamn
At the
time.
movies, bro, he let you know what it felt like.
Yeah, he did.
That bitch was like the World War II museum.
Right.
I
Come
swear,
to
bro,
life.
you leave in tears. That's what they ought to do. Make people watch that shit.
Got over there. Like, want to feel it?
That
Come here.
wraparound screen and this.
Right.
I don't know. That Dolby sound and screen's pretty tight. I don't know if you could have experienced it much better than that without shitting yourself.
God, huh?
Definitely would have shit my drawers. Too much. Oh, man. Coming to the movies this week, though. Bloodshot. It's rated PG-13. It's got Vin Diesel in it.
Oh, yeah. Vin Diesel.
Oh, man. He's a reanimated, slain soldier with superpowers. It was from Valiant Comics. So it's a comic book superhero movie. And, man, I don't know. I watched the trailer to this, and I'm like, it's Vin Diesel being Vin Diesel.
Right. He didn't even look cool. Like, he didn't have anything extra on him. It was weird. The other guy at least had, like, some arms coming out or something, you know?
If you go, I looked at what I remember Bloodshot vaguely. I don't think I owned any of his comic books back in the day, but when I seen the picture from the comic, I was like,
Kinda
I remember
reminds-
seeing
right,
that guy and thinking he looked cool. It was a very pale, like white skin with a red circle on his chest. Always never had a shirt on. He even when he went to cold places.
Weird.
His superpowers was he did
Kept him
not
warm.
he did not need a shirt, but he kind of looked cool. And then I go back to the trailer. I'm like, why didn't they make Vin Diesel look like that?
Right.
Like, if you go make a superhero movie, have some balls, make him look like the fucking superhero.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I
don't
mean, you
get
could
it.
change things up slightly to make it look
Right,
better
right.
on camera, like the color of Black Man's outfit. But they didn't like not have Batman be Batman
Right.
in a
Yep.
Batman costume.
Right.
This one you got Vin. This could be Fast and the
Anybody.
Furious.
Right. It looks
this
like he
could
just
be,
got out of the car.
yeah. And he ain't doing that much different shit than he's doing.
right.
This
I
could be, what
know.
was the other one? Triple X.
Yep.
And then there was the other, he did a couple of them. Pitch
Right.
Black or something
Yeah,
like
Pitch
that.
Black was sick.
But like it's same movie,
Right.
same
Oh, yeah,
actor.
no, I
He
get
doesn't
it, I
like
get it.
change his
I
voice
get it.
up. He don't do accents.
He talks like this, though.
It's the same thing. Why didn't he just say I'm Groot? Yeah, Groot is the best thing Vin Diesel has ever done.
He's Groot?
He's Groot.
What?
Yeah,
No, I
ask
didn't
him,
know
he'll
that.
tell you.
Really?
In different languages even.
And you
Huh,
are Groot.
that's kind of funny.
And I am Groot.
But yeah, I'm like, what the hell? It doesn't even look like the comic. You just like, I don't get it. Why fucking make a comic book movie? Just do an action movie like you
Right,
keep doing with them
right.
and give them another name. Why
Right.
you paying this company for their comic book
Licensing, yeah.
licensing when you didn't even use it?
That doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, dumb. The story is like not that fucking.
No,
Is everything we
difficult.
watching right now
Yep,
already?
yep.
Like, oh man, just weird.
Yep, agreed.
I don't know how to say this little chick's name though.
Isa?
Is it Isa? Eiza Gonzalez?
Isa.
Dude, this little chick is cool. I seen her pop up. I'm like, where did I see her before? She played in Avita, Battle Angel, Alita, whatever. Yeah, we
All right.
watched that the other day. She only her face made it into the movie,
Really?
and she speaks a couple of times. But I remember when I was looking at those characters, who's gonna be in there, I was like, man, this chick's pretty cute. Like she's got a look to her, and I'm like, why she's not in more? And then she's in Alita, Battle Angel, and she's just kind of her face. Her body's all CGI, and
That's
not
kinda
that
weird.
not that much
Well,
speaking
her real
role.
life body looks pretty dang good
Yeah,
too.
she's
She's
a
gorgeous.
hottie.
Wow.
Yeah, she's gonna be in this. She's like got cool tattoos on her. Looks like a
Nice.
neat character. I actually go, if there's any like shining moment in this movie, it might be this chick here. They should have just made it about her. Like have Vin
No, but
Diesel-
then y'all would have complained that it was about her. How come there's no male characters that are the main character in
if they
something
did like
now?
Vin Diesel and put him in some kind of costume so he didn't look like every other fucking
Right.
movie he's ever been in,
Right.
and like have him be the bad guy or something, I kind of intrigued to
Right,
see that.
right. Yeah, yeah. I'm with you on that.
Right?
Yep.
I don't. This is like just another fucking Vin Diesel movie. But the little chick's cool. I think she's gonna be in. She's gonna do something big. Watch. I'm calling it now. Breakout star.
Nice.
Yeah, she's fine.
Also coming out at the movies. Another kind of disappointing thing. It's called My Spy. Dude, my buddy Dave Bautista. We're
Yeah.
buddies. He doesn't know it yet. We don't really have a relationship whatsoever. But Drax is one of my favorite fucking characters of all time. I thought he was also awesome in Blade Runner, the little bit that he was in it. I never watched him in wrestling, so I don't know how he was. But I just based everything off of those two things.
And that's enough.
And it's enough for me to
Right.
go, I want to see more of Batista. I want to see what he's got.
Yeah,
Put him in some roles.
Yeah.
But man, they put him in this role in My Spy. That's him and like a little kid. He's in the CIA. He's gonna end up befriending this little kid. They go on little kid adventures together, but yet he's this big, tough, mean.
Right.
And I'm like, God damn, man. At least Arnold Schwarzenegger gave us Conan, the Terminator.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Predator.
Cobra. There was another awesome Commando.
Yep.
Commando.
Yep.
Yeah, that was awesome with the daughter.
Uh-huh.
Like he gave us a
With
lot of
Milan.
badass fucking movies before
Yeah.
he gave us Kindergarten Cop.
It's not a tumor,
Like,
babe.
damn, Batista. Like, I get it. Like, he got lucky and went straight into Guardians of the Galaxy Disney movies.
Right.
Like, he went straight into that. But, man, I wanted to see Batista, like, in some shit
A
that you make when
commando.
you don't have money.
Right.
Like, shit, you go, yeah, I will do that. How many people?
Right.
Yeah, I'll crush
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck out of them. I'll shoot guns. I'll do whatever you want.
Right. Yep.
And I want to see him with, like, not making kid movies. What can this
Yeah.
dude do when he could be,
Oh,
like,
he can curse.
yeah. I want to see him play a badass in like a fucking war movie, like a Predator. Him and Predator would be awesome.
A
I want
remake.
to see him
Ooh,
fight Predator.
All right. I like that. I'd be on board for that.
But man, I'm like wasted.
call.
Like I'm sure this is gonna be funny. Like he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
He's kind of surprising funny how funny he really is. Kind of like that Hemsworth guy, the dude that plays Thor.
Yeah.
I can't believe how funny. That's a really funny dude as that character Thor. I don't know if it's gonna work with everything else, but with Thor, that shit really works. I'm like, that's an entertaining dude. Batista even goes up over that.
All right.
I really think we could have seen some badass fucking Batista shit.
Bad fucking ass.
Maybe he'll go in reverse though.
That's weird.
But I don't
man.
know. Yeah,
That's weird.
kind of sad. Next up at the movies, The Hunt. It's rated R. I watched the trailer for this.
Yeah.
And I said, man, I already saw this trailer. I think I seen this movie. I'm like, what the hell? Like, it's kind of weird. I felt like, no, I had to go check twice to make sure it was coming out because I was pretty sure we had already seen the movie. But we didn't. What we saw was the trailer. I remember this trailer. We went and seen some movie, and this was one of the opening trailers.
Oh, all right.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, that looks fucking badass. It's like some people in a field. They all start fighting over trying to get these weapons. They're being hunted by people for sport. It's pretty an intense trailer. I remember just this story, kind of this
same
story,
Yeah,
right?
The Pest. Remember that movie with John Leguizamo when he found out they were hunting him?
All right, yeah.
It's basically the same thing. Like
Yeah,
rich
there's a
people
couple
hunt
of-
people for sport.
And I'm like, man, this might be cool. It looked really intense too. I remember seeing the trailer and taking note of it.
Yeah.
It was scheduled to be released in September 2019. That's why. But it didn't come out. It got postponed because of the mass shootings that happened. So they had some mass shootings, and they were like, maybe a bad time to release this movie. I think Donald Trump spoke out against it. He didn't like this movie and what it had to say. It's like very big on social classes and.
Really? Oh, all right. That's weird. I didn't know it was gonna stir up that much controversy.
Yeah, it's loosely based on a 1924 short story, The Most Dangerous Game. I believe there's a movie called The Most Dangerous Game.
Interesting.
I think that maybe that's one that I've seen. It seems like I've seen a movie a lot like this before.
Agreed.
This almost reminded me also of the Hunger Games. A little bit in the beginning.
Never
I guess the
seen the
people
Hunger
in the
Games.
field going for the weapons.
All right.
But man, there's something up with this pig too. There's a pig in it, so I know Jared's excited. And it's an action hall war thriller.
Oh.
So maybe Brawler will be excited about that.
Maybe so.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I'd necessarily go see it at the movies, but when it comes out on
yeah.
video, I'm gonna watch the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna watch that when it comes out on video.
Nice. I'll probably do it too.
Hey, Clicker.
Yeah.
Hey, Clicker.
Hey, bitch.
Do you have a review for us tonight?
No.
No?
No, what are you talking about?
You put it in the notes. It's product review by Allie.
Oh, did I do that?
The Under the Desk Elliptical.
Oh, well, okay. Spending all my money on me and spending time on me. That's fun. I like that. All right, so this is time for
5% right there. Czar.
product reviews. Shut up, please. Product reviews with Allie. This week's product review is the Kubi Under Desk Elliptical. Hey. So if y'all want to hear the story of how this came about, once Michelle was eating lunch in the kitchen at work, and I was like, went in there to get a water or something and started just fucking off and talking and bullshit. And so then I started looking on Amazon for some reason, and it said, today's daily deal, QB Under Desk Elliptical. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I click on it, and I'm like, dude, look at this thing. And I was looking at the video of it, and it was like showing how you can do it under a desk and shit. And I'm like, that's stupid. I'm like, no way, that's crazy. I was like, but then that's actually a really good idea, because if I'm just sitting there, I could be fucking doing something, you know? My legs could be moving. So I was
Run in
like, well,
place.
shit, if I gotta be on, you know, if I gotta sit still to be on Facebook, I could just be rolling my legs. So, no, I'm just kidding. So anyway, I was like, look, it's Amazon Prime. It was on sale for like almost $100 off. I was like, let me just, cause it's not cheap, all right? I will say, it doesn't matter. Let me just tell the price if people want to look at it. It's actually, for the one I got, which is the cheapest one, the QB Junior, it's $249.
Whoa,
But
question.
wait.
Is that more expensive than the rowing machine you don't
about
use
the
in other
same
rooms?
price. About the same price.
price.
That rolling machine was about $200. So wait, but this was on sale for like $180 or like
I could
$170.
have fucking blocked the cabinets and the thing for
way cheaper.
$5.
$20.
I understand. Okay. So anyway, this is my point. It was on sale for like $180 something. So Michelle was like, you know what? It was around my birthday. I was like, I'm gonna get it. And if it gets here and it's impractical or it's not gonna work or I can't do it, like that thing, I'm gonna send it back. I'm gonna send it back Amazon Prime. So it's heavy as fuck, first of all. But I put it together myself. I flipped it over. I fucking
rubbed it
took
down. Oh no!
I took the screwdriver and fucking did all the shit, followed the instructions, put it together. I was very proud of myself. I got rid of the fucking red wells full of long paper that I was using as a footrest, moved that out the way, cleared a little space, and I put my, because you gotta have somewhere to put your feet. My feet don't touch the ground. So I had this little thing I made, but it wasn't long, it wasn't right, and it was never comfortable. And then I would put it on this battery thing in the back, but then I kept feeling like it was gonna hurt something, it was vibrating. So anyway, now I have somewhere to put my feet too. Like if I'm not cycling, this thing's a good height to put your shit on. It's like my little rest.
It's a new footrest, $180 footrest.
Yeah,
Wait,
no shit.
though,
That was
let me
on
tell
sale,
y'all
man.
something though. Let me tell y'all something though.
All right.
First started trying it and I was like, oh, there's no way this is gonna fucking work. I had the boots on. You know those boots with the fur.
With the fur.
I was wearing those lambskin fucking fake Ugg boots, and they're bulky and
Them
stupid.
black things?
Yeah.
Yeah, one
So
time we
I'm
were
dri-
watching
I'm-
TV. I look
happened-
over and she got these fucking snowshoes on. I'm like,
I was cold
she's
that
like,
day.
what? I'm cold. I'm like, it's just the giant boots up here. It's like,
Nah, I didn't put them under the blanket. So anyway, so I was fully prepared to fucking not use this thing. Just like the thing in the other room. I
yeah,
promise
it'll
you, believe
end up
me.
in front of the door,
I
so
was like,
it's in
I'm
the
not
way
gonna-
every time
I
you
was
go
like,
in.
I'm not gonna fucking use. This is stupid. So I'm trying to do with the boots. I can't fucking do it. So then I take my shoes off and I'm doing it with my socks. Luckily nobody's around. It was like the end of the day and none of our bosses were there. So I'm trying to fucking do it and it just seems stupid. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. So then I put it under the desk and I got it situated. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking try it. And then like once I reduced the tension a little bit, because it was all the way up to 8 out of, there's only 8, so it was all the way. Then I was like, okay, so now my foot's not slipping because it's not as hard to do, and then I find that I can get in the rhythm. And then when I came back the next day with like practical shoes, dude, it's fun. So now like that, so
You're gonna have to keep a pair of shoes there so that you can swap out.
I don't wear those boots unless it's freezing, and it hasn't been freezing. And another thing is, dude, check this out. All the fucking women in the office have a space heater. All the women in the office have these space heaters plugged into their shit. And I had one back in the day, but I broke it. And then I just never got another one. Like, it wasn't, like, the firm paid for it. So I didn't want them to be like, you need to get me another one. Probably my fault. Like, I did something stupid with it. So anyway, long story short, I've always been freezing. And sometimes I'm really fucking cold. And I'll go steal somebody else's who's not there that week or something and use it and then hurry and put it back. Because, like, I really need, sometimes it's freezing. My whole point in bringing this entire fucking thing up is that I no longer need a space heater because I'm conducting my own heat by
There
moving
you go.
my legs.
Good woman.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm
Now
not.
you don't need a dishwasher,
It got to
too.
where, because my office, okay, let me tell you something. Like, even if it's hot outside or whatever, or cold outside, my office is fucking freezing. So I was having to wear winter clothes to work even when it's fucking hot because I'd be freezing inside,
'Cause
right?
your ass ain't moving around.
I understand that. I'm getting to that, dude. You just figuring this out? My point is, this fucking thing, I'm hot, so I'm like, fuck. So now I don't have to wear as much shit because I'm going to start sweating with this foot thing. You know what I'm saying? This thing's fucking me up. So now, like, I'm never cold anymore.
That's good. Maybe you start a trend because they're not supposed to be having them heaters in there anyway.
I know. I made sure to not plug them into fucking power strips at least. But wait. So, like, dude,
So
I'm telling
that's
you,
the concern.
No, it is. It's a huge problem. It could be a fire hazard. So, when I first hooked it up, I called Michelle to come look at it. And she's like, holy shit, that is fucking amazing. Yes, it is true. The design of this thing is fucking perfect to go underneath the desk. And the way that it makes the cycling part of it go, I didn't do anything to adjust anything. It was just perfect height for me. I didn't change my chair or anything, first of all. Second of all, it does not make your legs lift up. So your knees do not touch the top of the desk. It just
So what do they do?
I don't know how. It's just, it makes you go down instead of up. Like, it cycles downwards instead of going up.
Oh, I
I
gotcha.
don't know what to explain, but it's fucking crazy how this thing works. And I'll just be sitting there, boom, I'm rolling, dude. I'll be going fast and shit, too, because it's fun, like, giving me something to do. And I'm sitting there and I'm fucking typing and I'm moving emails around. It's like, at first it's going to be hard to do. At first it's going to be hard to do it while you're trying to do. But now I got a fucking system. And the only thing is, like, okay, your chair can roll while you're doing it, right? So they give you these little things. This is the only fucking complaint I have, and it's probably because of the configuration of my desk. But the fucking cups that you put on the ground, you put your wheels in so your chair will be stationary, it locks me into a fucked up place, man, and then I can't move or do anything while those things are on there. Because I need to be able to roll my chair to get into my drawer and shit. I need to be able to roll out the way to get something or something, the way my spot is.
Yeah, unfortunately,
So,
you got to give up things.
That's kind of
have
annoying.
things.
I understand. Thank you. So I was trying to give the pros and cons of this product review.
I don't know how the people can be at fault for your chair.
I didn't say they were fucking at fault. I'm just saying that's the only problem that I personally had with it.
Oh, I got you.
But it is cool. They do fucking put your chair in its place. Your chair don't fucking move. It works, but it really doesn't move. Like, so I'll put one on. So I figured out that if I put the stopper on one wheel, I can kind of do a little angled fucking. So the chair will move on the other wheels, but then it'll go right back. So I've been
Sounds like you got it.
Dude, I've been figuring a few things out, dude. But I'm just telling,
after
like,
you did it for a while, did you get up and your legs were like sore or feel like you did something? Really?
Yeah, dude, you are getting a real workout. Like I said, people are like, oh, you're not going to break a sweat, blah, blah, blah. Michelle's like, you're not going to break a sweat from that. I'm like, you underestimate how out of shape I am, first of all. Yes, I am going to break a sweat, dude. I don't do anything. So, yeah, dude, I'm sitting there like, whew. I was wearing these thick-ass leggings, like my winter leggings, and I'm like, son of a bitch, this was stupid, man. I'm getting sweaty. I'm like, oh, this is gross. So now I've been wearing, like, sometimes I don't even wear leggings. I've been wearing less shit because it's like I got to air my shit out. I can't be sitting there sweating. Just in general, man. I don't mean my vag.
I need to waft it everywhere.
The bottom of your legs will start sweating. Like, oh, God. So you can't, yeah, it is exercise. My point is that this is real exercise.
I'm like, what the fuck? It's cold in there. Like,
it's freezing. I wear winter clothing. Now I can't, though. What I'm saying is now I'll be able to wear nice, like, light, springy stuff to work and, like, nothing on my legs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you
I'll
what,
have to shave them more.
If you're
but
generating heat, then that means you're actually getting some kind of benefit from it.
Well, yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's cardio. It's the main function is that it's cardio, which is obviously great. And that's improving circulation. I have bad legs, bad veins. No, wait. I can say what the fuck I want to say because it's good for people who have this. Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, dude.
My family has varicose veins and bad veins and shit and poor circulation. So, like, I had it. I'm starting to feel pain in my legs and shit a few months ago. And you can see, like, the veins that I got.
Because I'm usually pretty good at that.
Yeah, my mom's varicose veins are fucked. I feel so bad for her. It's bad. So anyway, my point is that, motherfucker, this shit is going to help with the circulation in my legs and my veins. It's going to help with cardiovascular health. It's going to help with, hopefully, some type of weight loss or, you know, toning of my legs or something. But I think that this thing, you can't lose with it. Like, I honestly, like, the reason I put this in the notes is because finally I had something that I was kind of passionate about to actually mention. Like, this thing's awesome. I had no idea something like this existed. And I think that it's dangerous, like, to sit in a chair that long. Like, it is. That's why people get... It's fucking funny. Dude, people who have sedentary jobs, it's fucking bad for your health. It's so bad for your cardiovascular health. It's bad for all your circulation and shit. Your body is not meant to sit... Fuck off. So I can't say what I want to say. You're going to keep breathing and yawning and shit, making those little fucking sounds.
It's getting painful.
No, it's not painful. The point is that it will be painful if you don't do this. Your job, you're running around all day. Some people are not. Okay? And when you're stuck in a fucking chair, dude, this, like, can really save your life and improve your quality of life greatly. I think this thing is worth every penny, and I would have paid the $250 for it if it would have been full price. I would have paid the full price. And if people want to hear a little bit about the product, the one that I have just has, like, a regular digital monitor. I don't look at that. I don't care how many calories. I'm just going to do it as much as I can. I did it almost all day once. This one,
Pickle, you gonna do it all day?
For extracurricular activities.
For $100 more, they can be Bluetooth enabled, and you can track it on your phone with fitness. And it's called the QB Pro. It's pretty cool looking. And then they have one that's called the QB Elite, and it's $400. It's got the Bluetooth and fitness tracking app, but dude, it's wood grain. Like, it looks like old school wooden. Like,
fucking had that on.
That would be like for them fancy lawyers, dude. It's crazy. That limited edition, it's sold out. I got the cheap one, and I'm telling you, I think that's all you need. It's fucking fantastic. I don't think you're burning enough calories that you really need a fitness tracking app and all that shit. But I think it's just great to be moving and great to be, like, getting your body to do shit. Like, it's awesome. So I'm fucking excited. It's funny to y'all.
No, I'm laughing at Pickle. Pickle.
Y'all should be happy that I'm gonna improve my health.
Pickle, do you think you're gonna get you one of those?
Yes.
You are, man.
Yes.
You're excited
work
about
out.
it?
I can do it from here.
You're gonna work out at your desk.
It was good.
All right.
I'm just saying, this thing is
I'm over
fucking
here, baby.
fantastic. And also, I just think it's kind of funny too because, like, I showed some people at work, and then randomly people will walk past and be like, the fuck are you doing? I'm fucking cycling. What are you doing? And they're just like, what the fuck? Because not everybody knew about it yet. So when they see it, they're like, what is the fuck's going on?
Tell your boss that it generates energy that runs the computer.
Yeah, Or the space heater. There you go.
Well, I'm gonna tell him that if you want me to sit in a chair, I gotta do something. So here it is. What? What's the hand up?
I got a question.
Okay.
Yes, all the sounds you played
For him
all
or
night
me?
long
I'm the
were
person
in
that knows about the device.
The negative spectrum.
You're asking me? Look at me. What?
He's talking to me, Al.
No, but he had a question regarding my segment.
No,
so
he wanted to know
it
if
must
his
be related to the QB Junior, right?
He wanted to know that if his clips were more positive than negative,
5%
and let him know.
right,
Yeah, no, pretty much 100% of the show have all been negative aimed sounds.
I would say that
and my other question now for Allie is, how much noise does this thing make? Because I could see it
there's no. It's not electronic.
Oh.
It's fucking propelled only by your feet.
And what does it give it a little resistance?
Yeah,
Is
they
that all
have
it's
they have
really
8
doing?
levels of resistance, and you can put it as high or as low as you want. Like if I was at home, I'd put it on high and just sweat. But I'm not trying to do that at fucking work, so I'll put it on a low
So I
one that
gotta
just
air
kind
that fucker out.
I got to put it on a low one and just kind of like because I don't want to sweat. No, but it can, yeah. And maybe if it's like 4 o'clock and I'm about to leave, I will. Fuck it, I'll be sweaty. Bye, y'all. You have to see me sweat.
So what
bitch.
number are you on right now?
I keep it on like 3 or 4.
Oh, really?
Like I don't have it all the way up because
There you go,
it is difficult. Like it fucking And then if you put it on like 1 or 2, there's like so little resistance that you go too fucking crazy and too fast, and it's weird, So I'm not trying to make it ridiculous, and then somebody like walks up and they see me going. Woo, woo, woo,
All right,
woo.
hold on.
It's gotta look stupid. I do sit in the front, so I gotta keep that in mind.
Pickle, what's your record?
17.
Wow, man.
45 seconds.
Damn, 45 seconds at 17.
But yeah, I'm really excited about it. So thank you for letting me talk about that exciting thing that happened in my life.
Yeah, we're going to have to check in next Friday to see if you're still using it.
13.
That's funny to you. So you're trying to discourage me and
Man,
make
it's
fun
that
of me
thing.
and
That
say that
thing
I'm not going to
plagues me.
do something that I'm getting rid of it, dude.
You've done so
I'm fucking getting rid of it.
You've done so few things, right?
God damn.
So
Wow.
few things that Allie is going to wear like that was a strike, like a blemish on Allie's.
Really?
Right? There's been so few things, and
Right.
most of them come and go, and then there's no
Right, it gets a
reoccurring
right,
problem.
right,
Everybody's gonna fuck up. Everybody's gonna do
Had that
things
little
that
thing
somebody's
going
not
on.
gonna
Right. They're having a
agree
bad
with.
stretch.
But she hasn't had that many. The problem comes in with that thing. That's like the only real
Strike?
glaring blemish. Every time I
Really?
walk in that room, goes, Allie did this.
I'll tell you something, dude. You think I fucking like it? You think I like that thing's in there?
I get it out right now.
Can I just can I say one thing in my own
No.
defense? Just one fucking thing in my defense.
What?
No?
It looked smaller when I was buying it, and it was meant to be portable, and I thought that it was gonna roll into that corner where the dog bed is and stand up and be out of the way.
All right.
But it doesn't, and we'd have to either get rid of the dog bed, or I thought about trying to bring it upstairs.
Oh my God!
And try to
No,
put
no,
it
no,
either.
No.
Why are you fucking telling me? What
That's not a good idea.
Why?
Because I know it's not a good
How?
idea. You're gonna lug that thing upstairs?
I can get that
Isn't
upstairs.
Isn't it full of water?
Water.
What?
It doesn't have the water.
Man, nigga, that's your
Water?
head.
Are you fucking retarded? Because you think it's a rowing machine that has water in it?
Yeah. I didn't know what it
Just
is.
to do the movement of rowing.
If you could sell a joke straight face like that, goddamn, you are good. You being serious?
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck it had on there. I've only seen that thing like once.
He heard
So you
rowboat.
thought it filled up with water and I had to really...
Yeah, what? Only reason I asked that is
Ooh,
that's
give
what I
me
s-
another oars, our Tom.
No, we flood the bathroom out, and that's the only time she gets to use it.
Okay, so all right, let's settle this here and now. I am gonna start going back to the gym, which I've been paying for and not gone this entire year, also, or not last year either. I'm gonna go to the gym. Should I just get rid of it?
What, the new thing under the desk?
No, that fucking thing. I'm keeping the desk thing is staying forever. Should I get rid of this thing?
I don't give a fuck where you go. Yeah,
No,
get
it's
rid of
bothering
it.
you. It's bothering you. But like, what if I did try to use it? Then you told me before that if I used it, that it was okay that it was in there.
Oh, yeah, by far. Like, if you use it, that's your thing. Like, you're using
Have you
it.
ever used it though?
No.
I tried.
I used it more
I
than her.
tried once.
You didn't
I
fill it
used
up with
it-
water, that's why.
I used it more than her and only did 24 of them.
He tried it, and he actually could do it, but I could not do it.
Wow.
It's hard.
It's aggravating.
Is it?
It's not fun to do. And then in the videos of the people doing it, it made it look so fucking easy, but they were like fitness coaches and shit.
From my understanding with like exercise, control repetitive movements are good. Erratic kind of
jerky movements are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you end up hurting yourself.
Right.
And this thing was so kind of uncontrollable.
Yes.
That it felt like when I did 24 of them, it felt like I did something, but it wasn't good.
Right,
It was
right.
like not concentrated to certain areas.
Was it using your own body as like the resistance?
Yeah, and like you're pulling these things back like a rowing machine. But I know I could row a boat better than I could work this machine.
This thing is
Just
hard to do.
awkward.
All right.
It's barely
So
designed.
we're going to throw this thing in the middle of the clear view
The problem is that it was like $200, so I'm like, fuck, I can't just, like, I have to sell it, I guess.
Fuck, at this point, I'll buy it.
Oh, what a dick.
Dumpster.
What a dick.
Oh, yeah, I'll get that bitch in pieces.
If you buy it from me,
Oh.
then I'll donate it to the, you know, the
What?
bridge house.
Parts department?
No, I'll donate it to the bridge house, and like they could sell it to somebody like for
Don't
cheap.
do
and
that
somebody
to
have
somebody.
A good rowing
They'll
machine.
end up coming back to the sewers.
Somebody's gonna want that rowing machine.
I don't know.
Fuck.
Man, but I tell you what, people are in luck. Not only you gonna did you get Allie's incredible under the desk elliptical exercise device review, but you're gonna get a Czar's famous spot on video review. It's been a while since I reviewed a video. A news story came up about Zaza and her song "What I Do." It's not that new. It came out in August. It's a Shooter McGavin film. They let
Shooter
you know that
McGavin?
in the beginning. Little Zaza, little bitty thing, man.
Oh, yeah.
4 years old. Little bitty child.
She 4?
Yeah, she's hanging out in the library with a crew, but they ain't reading books. The playground is popping. And Zaza starts spitting on a flip phone.
Nice.
Some dudes imitate Dragon Ball Z on a tennis court. She's a little bitty girl with a big ass attitude.
Yeah.
She shows us a little bit of her dance moves. Really good little dancer. She got a lot of attitude, this kid. Her little dog with blue hairs got to take a poo, so she brings it out for a walk. A little bit of dancing in the park. A little bit of dancing in the library. Got some other kids in the back kind of looking at her. They jealous. The other kids finally start to dancing. Her charisma inspired the kids around her. She even got a grown man dressed up like an old lady to dance with a bunch of kids. At the end of the video, Zaza gets into a miniature Bentley and rolls out in reverse.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure a few adults have their own Bentleys thanks to her. If not, they will in good time.
They're on their way.
Yeah, I think she's 5 years old now. She was on the Ellen Show. They had a guest host. I'm not sure who he was. But she was on the Ellen Show. She comes out, and dude, this little kid, it's so nice. I don't think it's because she's young. You'll hear people say, well, she's not nervous because she's young, right? She doesn't realize
don't
what's
think
happening.
that's- yeah.
That's not it, because I was a child that was nervous if I had to go to the grocery store with my mom and some stranger walked up and said, how you doing, little boy? I'm a nervous wreck. I wasn't going to sit there and put on a performance. Here's this kid on stage, audience right there. She gets
Right.
up and did some dance moves. She didn't rap. I think this little kid started as a dancer, and they were like, all right, now she needs some songs.
Right.
The producer, I couldn't find out who produced the
Me
thing
neither.
at all.
Yep.
But yet it's well done. And she was circulating in the news because Kim and Kanye's daughter did a rap show at one of Kanye West fashion shows.
Yep.
And I watched a video of it, and that is a great contrast between
Oh, yeah.
Zaza
Oh, yeah.
just happens to have
Oh,
the
100%. Yeah,
that
yeah,
little
yeah.
Zaza kid, that's
Yep.
an entertainer.
Yep.
Like she just rolls with it.
Oh,
Whatever
yeah.
it is. She can pick up things and imitate it and
Really
spit it
well.
back out.
And make it look effortless.
And dude, in the interview with her, like she's saying shit that's like the shit you're supposed to say, and then it'll drop something real like to remind you she's a child.
Right, all right.
So but the little kid's got it.
Yeah.
That's a natural thing I think happens.
Uh-huh.
You know about this kid because she's at that level.
Right.
Not Kanye and Kim's daughter. This is their parents trying to exploit this child.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You're going to go and do this for
Right.
daddy.
Right.
So we can get some press.
Right.
And of all the beats,
press.
doesn't Kanye like produce and make beats and
yeah,
shit?
and he makes
Shouldn't
sick beats. Yep.
They take the Zaza beat that Zaza already has
Yeah.
like a ton of views. Ain't like
Right,
that.
right,
No,
right.
this little kid was big.
Right.
You might not have heard of it out there. I didn't hear of it before, but
Sure.
a lot of other people
Yeah,
did
know about it. Yeah, yeah.
especially Ellen's audience,
Right.
and that's who counts. But man, they steal her beat, and that's kind of. She said, "No, I'll still make music with him." She handles. There's an interview about it, and she said she was watching a video and was like, "Oh wow, that's my beat."
Nice.
And then like, wait, why she did that? So even
Right.
the kid kind of gets it, but the
Right.
kid's like, "Nah, I'm not mad at him. It's cool. It's kind of flattering that."
Right. They took that and that did that.
Yeah, I want to
yeah.
make music with her.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
kind of funny. She's like, "Nah, we ain't gonna burn this bridge."
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, pretty crazy. That little kid, I ain't definitely not gonna ride around in my truck listening to it.
Right.
But
The
man, that
beat's pretty
shit,
sick,
that shit's
but yeah.
catchy. The beat's good, well produced. And
Yep.
watching that video, I'm like, man, that little kid's got it. She's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be selling some kind of product in no time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hopefully she
Have
don't
her
get the
own-
COVID.
Yeah, she's got her own gator shoes.
Yeah, right. Mayday, what are you watching on Netflix? You been watching anything, or you just been gaming?
I've been gaming, but I watched Alter Carbon. I watched a bunch of those. I think I'm about like 5 or 6 into it. I'm kind of nearing the end.
All right, so you've been going straight to it, and
Yeah. I took a little more. I watched a bunch, and then I kind of took a break, put it away for a little while. So, but it's still really good. Like, I'm still interested in it. It's got me going. So, but I haven't really watched anything else new on there.
all right.
Yeah. So I didn't get to check anything like Castlevania or anything like that.
Not
Dude,
you-
it's so
all-
fucking awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool.
I think we're all the way. They're short. They're like 26 minutes. I think there's 10 of them total.
Yeah.
I think we got one more left because I couldn't do it. I got too tired.
Yeah.
I didn't want to waste it.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Yeah. Come in fresh and yeah.
And so yeah, we burned through them. They're only 20 minutes long, so you get through a season
That's
pretty
not
quick.
bad, right?
And yeah, they're awesome, man. Allie, what'd you think? You said you liked it.
It looks awesome. Some of it looks like a painting, like it's painted on a canvas, and then some of it looks like, we're talking about the vampire show, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. Like, give me a fucking break. I'm doing other stuff. I was just making sure because you were looking at me stupid when I thought I was describing the correct
fuck,
thing,
man.
and you were looking at me with that fucking face and the beady little eyes, like crazy looking. I'm just kidding. It's awesome. There's some weird shit in it. I mean, of course, there's gonna be some weird shit. There's some gnarly shit. There's some fucking brutal shit. But it looks awesome. It's drawn so cool, and it's painted. Like I said, it's painted, and it's uses so many different styles of art, but not even just within the same show, but within the same frame. And it's just fucking cool. It's just an artistic masterpiece, in my opinion. And it's funny, and the voice actors are good. I mean, I just really think it's great and well done, and I enjoyed it a lot. How's that?
When they do like curse and deal with like adult content, it is weird watching it in a cartoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
All right.
still. I mean, there've been more cartoons like that before, but
Sure.
it still like throws me off for a second.
Yeah.
Like after you're used to it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm watching this, but it's like on an adult level. A couple of times it took me to kind of get into it like that. Man, it's brutal though too. Like you watch the cartoon and you don't usually see,
Right, that kind of
Wolfman's head
violence.
ripped off
Right,
and his
right.
spine shoot out blood and shit like that.
Damn.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah, the story's good though. The character's good. Belmont's drinking again, which I'm a big fan of. He hasn't
I
really
remember-
gotten shit faced yet, but it is kind of funny that he likes
Nice.
beer so much.
All right.
That's
That's
kind
kinda
of
funny.
yeah, it's good. We had the suspicion that
Alright.
maybe that Dracula's son, kind of like men or women, like he seemed very
really?
is androgynous or something
Androgynous.
like that. Yeah, that is that the word for him?
Yeah.
All right, he seemed that way, and
Alright.
it's been confirmed now.
Really?
He has a 3-way with a little Asian, which
Dude, why are you gonna give away the whole fucking thing? Why are
Like,
you
that
gonna
was a
tell him everything
surprise?
that happened?
just telling him that
Okay, I didn't
about the
expect it.
characters. Okay, so
It
that
caught me off guard when it happened, but
I'm not
okay.
gonna watch, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, well,
keep
if
on
anybody's
going.
listening out there, I didn't think that was a big plot
Spoiler
point.
alert,
It wasn't
right.
like it.
Then
nothing
why'd you bring it
different.
up?
Because we confirmed it now.
I didn't think it was like a secret.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all vampires are bi.
What?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, not all, but I mean, look, think about it. Think about the vampire. Think about like Cassidy and shit like that. They just seem like that's like the vampire thing. Like they just do whatever. Like they don't really discriminate.
They were like, he's training them to be vampire hunters, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, we need to give him something for doing this. Well, that's his gift. I ain't really saw that coming. It was just like, what the hell? That was kind of thrown off. I don't think it's a major plot point. Nothing changes different in this. I just thought that was a weird way of writing into thanking somebody for training you to kill vampires. It threw me off a little bit.
You throwing
What?
me off.
Fuck, okay. It's really to the point where you can't even like talk about anything. It's fucking
No,
weird.
you can.
You didn't think that Paul was like, what the hell? That's crazy.
Yeah, but you're supposed to
Okay.
be shocked when you see something happen, but you like giving the whole show away.
But it's not like a plot point. Like that's a shocking just in like them writing that kind of material into it.
What do you mean that kind?
I was also shocked when they do the beer sex thing. When your boy said, "Oh, that's better than sex," because he liked drinking the beer.
Well, you just keep running.
Like
now
I
you're
don't
telling
think
all
those
the
are
jokes
major
from it.
plot points. Those are just scenes that happen. And I thought
Yeah,
I
I
was
kinda see
like,
that.
that's where you go over the edge of it being like a kid cartoon. I'm trying to explain this has got like adult humor, adult situations. The content is not like made for little kids watching GI Joe.
Yeah, nobody ever. I mean, not all cartoons are for kids. Like there's adult cartoons.
Man, wow, this one gave that away. I just caught on to that.
Man, that's cool. You figured that.
I did.
Okay, well,
Well,
that's good.
yeah, really advancing my intellect,
You
man.
really have been, man. You've been getting smarter and smarter.
But dude, the fight scenes are really good for a cartoon.
Nice.
And yeah, like I agree with Allie. Like you're watching it, sometimes it looks like a painting. Some things I did just because I don't think they cheaped out. I think they just have it. This is made by like a Texas company. I thought I'd put it in here. And it's made by Powerhouse Animation Studios. It's actually in Texas. It's pretty cool.
That's kind of interesting.
And I think they probably had like other footage like laying around, you know, like because they
right.
have some scenes where it gets real trippy, and then they have some shit that looks like CGI. Like they did a good job. I think this company just makes quality shit, man.
Nice.
They're also doing a new animation called Gods and Heroes. I think Zeus is in it. It's gonna be like Greek mythology. Done, you know, them doing it. So if it looks anything like Castlevania, it'd be kind of cool to see them work on a new project. And they're doing Masters of the Universe.
What?
Like a reboot, I guess,
Wow.
of He-Man. I don't know if that's coming out on Netflix or not.
That's kind of interesting.
He-Man's a weird, dumb story that they just made up to sell these toys that they had
Dude,
left
toys
over
were
from something
great.
else.
Toys were
You
amazing.
talking shit.
Yeah, but the stories were like,
I mean, whatever.
you even know the story of He-Man?
Not really.
Right. That's how bad it was. You know what I'm
He had a
saying?
big ass sword and like that cool little track thing, you know, the Thunder Track or whatever it was. That's all I
Thunder
really
Track.
care.
The what?
The thing the gray guy used to drive around. That was my shit.
Gray guy.
Skeletor?
Oh,
Which is the gray one?
there's a gray one that drove the track around.
They had a
The
track. What is
driver.
a track?
It's like a little mini tank, and it had like tracks on it, but I think they called it the Thunder Track.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
Oh, I love that.
I had
shit.
Castle Grayskull.
That, and they
Well,
used
you
to have
weren't
this
rich,
thing
Czar,
where
Tom.
you had
Yeah, I got the red fucking.
You got the fucking.
I got the
thrift
red
store.
tiger. The green tiger. Wasn't he green with yellow stripes? Yeah, and he had a red saddle. That's what I got.
Clearance one.
I got the animal. You got all the vehicles.
Yeah, he had to ride an animal. Maybe it should have took gas.
Boy was like Lil Zaza when he was a kid. What I do? What I do?
What I
do?
What I do?
So Tom at home playing with his green cat. I got a
Home at home
motherfucking.
with a green old cat.
I got the motherfucking tank.
Motherfucking
Yeah,
I don't know
Grayskull?
about that, huh?
Yeah, Grayskull.
Yeah, I did have that, and I had the thing with the microphone where I talk into it. And then
Oh,
it
I
changed.
bet you did.
yeah.
Like the kid in the commercial where you're like, I wish I had that.
I couldn't get that.
Now, Mom.
I couldn't get that one because that one took batteries.
Yep.
Anything that took
Can't
batteries.
afford
you couldn't
fucking
have.
batteries because they're gonna run out and you're gonna keep asking your parents. You're like, nah, and you're gonna be taking the batteries out the remotes and shit, and they're gonna get pissed.
Nope. My toys had a one battery life to them. Once the battery died, you just threw it away.
Just had to throw that fucking shit away because that was it, baby. That was it.
Them batteries expensive, yeah.
Yeah, dawg.
Anything else? Are we doing anything next weekend? Well, we'll be on Friday night, so it won't be enough time to do anything.
We are doing Friday night. Not Real Friday the 13th radio.
Horror show.
Live and from the Not Real studio.
With Brawler, the sandwich expert.
With Not Real horror,
Is he
Not
gonna make
Real
a sandwich for us
vocalist,
with
Not
those black
Real
gloves
Wawa.
next week? He seems like he's like a ham sandwich specialist.
Ooh,
I
that's
don't know
your
why.
girl. I didn't
I
mean
know.
to spoil her.
Coming off one of his best shows that we've
Yeah,
ever seen,
dude, I
so
think he's
that's
still,
good.
I think he's
Relationship's
still
going good. I'm nothing but compliments. This should go way better than last time.
Oh, so check it out.
Hey, check this out. Don't put his beers in a bag that's going to leak water all over the rug.
It started off hot.
I'm not going to do that. I just want to let y'all know, and maybe we could go after the show if it's not too late. If you want to go to Acoustic Madness at Babylon Sports Bar, Friday, March 13th at 10 p.m. Dustin Cole's playing. So I think that'd be pretty cool, yeah.
Oh, man, I haven't seen him since he's been back.
I know. So I think that would be pretty awesome. And he's got also playing Michael Miller and Kyle Green, which I don't know who they are.
Collard greens.
Kyle Green.
Oh.
Michael Bones Miller. That's right. The MHOG in Babylon bring you some of the most incredible talent around. Come and enjoy some killer music in a great venue. Bring your friends and make some new ones. $5 cover. Oh, that's good. Doors at 9, show at 10. So if the show's at 10, we might be able to make it. I'd like to see Dustin Cole. So that'll be this week's Out with Allie. I also want to mention that was good, Mayday. I also want to mention that on Tuesday, March 10th, that means this Tuesday at Southport Hall. Southport Hall. They have Flaw playing. I know some of y'all like Flaw. Flawless.
They're flawless.
I'm so fancy. And there's also a band called Gabriel in the Apocalypse. And if there is an opener before that, I don't know what it is.
Julio Iglesias.
Julio.
Yeah, buddy.
And if you like that emo shit, Nomad is playing on Friday the 13th at Southport Hall.
man.
Southport Hall with the Shoegazers from Atlanta for the 2020 run.
Hey, no man. Hey, no man. Hey, no man.
So I just
Why
wanted
you
to
so
let
sad?
y'all know that.
Hey, no man.
Because that's what's going on.
What's going on?
Oh, could that be my new thing? We can stop doing Out with Allie. We could do, my new thing would just be, what's going on? And then I don't yell anymore. I'll just be like, all right, so this is the event we're doing. We're going to see this and that.
Yeah.
Malcolm said no.
All right, well,
No.
I tried.
He hates it.
I totally forgot about all of this. I
See,
guess
and I
that's
just
why
brought
I
it
don't
back.
like them. I just hate them.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I had a bad idea.
Bah.
Bah! Bah! Who's
What
that?
I
That's
do?
his dad? Did that? Bah!
That ain't him.
What the fuck? Who's that?
Like some weird shit. Give us one weird clip before we end this show.
Hey, man, I don't know where all this is going right now, but I'm having fun.
All right, thank you,
Keith.
Keith.
Later,
Till
brother.
next week, we hope you have fun and don't contract the con virus.
I've been touching all in my eyes.
That's right.
too.
Touch your
You
face
would
out
be.
there. Touch other people's face. Touch your phone that touched your face. Then touch someone else's phone, and then it will touch their face. A lot of
then I'll
touching
touch
out
your
there.
phone and
Hug
you can
each
touch
other.
my face.
Make kisses. Kiss each other's face. Touch each other's face.
And phone.
Shake hands. As much touching as possible out there. Until next week, keep it not real.